And if you called Squiggles anything except the Texan, I'd have to say you're wrong.
You're not the Texan.
Texas does not exist in the game. Texas, unfortunately, doesn't exist in real life. Oh god, he's not here! Now it's no fun!
No, you're a gunpowder loving kobold.
So a kobold. That's all I hear from that is just
A
he's a
gun-toting,
kobold.
explosive-loving kobold. So yeah, he's a Texan.
So, I put D&D 5e games featuring a stressed-out DM, a stoner bard half asleep, a stoic ranger with a thing for spiders, a gunpowder-loving kobold, a dwarf with too many war stories, a dirty rat of a rogue, a halfling with 3 question marks at the end, and a dragonborn who is never allowed to pilot boats.
I like how
For the
that's what he's become known for.
So for
It was just once!
Orthos,
Once is
you
all it
put a
takes.
halfling that we still don't know what they do.
Pretty much, that was the joke.
Because let's be honest,
yeah, that was the
we
joke.
don't know. We don't know what any of fucking Orthos's characters.
He has a
ever
very ill-defined character.
Isn't he like a triple multi-class?
No, he's only a multi-class. He's 2. But with that, Cameron.
We fought a big dragon, we killed it immediately, and we got a new boat. And Allender has a new shipwreck or a new ship worker. A new ship worker. And as far as everybody knows, I saved him purely out of altruistic purposes. I'm definitely not going to feed him to a bunch of spiders the second he becomes unuseful. I would never.
Nervously looks over at the spiders.
Look, all I know is that the boat was confiscated and then given to Blackbeard, and it still has.
Yeah, the boat is in need of repair.
I'm still around, but I will be there in a minute. I'm doing something real quick.
Alright, did you
Are
hear
you still on Crack Shop?
your name in the description, or you're just part of the description, Chopper?
No.
Oh, you got
Dwarf with too many war stories.
Yeah, a dwarf with too many war stories.
Oh. Okay, so what about in the game?
You're not a dwarf in real life. Too tall for that.
I was talking about
Unless you're a damn Elder Scrolls dwarf.
But anyway, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Oh, you mean the Dwemer?
Yeah. Fucking filthy goddamn elves. I mean, what? I love elves.
You forgot one important detail about the last campaign.
At least
you guys also found a box.
Yes, we found a box, and I have plans on opening it.
Well, we are going to have 2 weeks of downtime to start off the session. Because...
Hey, Grim.
Yes?
Does the box have hinges?
So, actually, as you look to the back of the box, there are no visible hinges. I like where you're going.
Grim.
Yes.
Now, we've done this before.
I will wait for when we actually fully kick off the session.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go shopping. Throwing up turn order for shopping.
I am.
Dude, you shop more than my ex-wife.
Well, you guys did have 2 weeks of downtime while the boat was being repaired. Of course, you guys could just choose to kick off and sail. I mean, honestly, I'll leave it to the group. They don't technically have to stick around for the repairs to be done.
Okay, I have returned.
Welcome back.
I was getting my roommate connected to the server.
Oh, nice.
That's what happened. He came in and called me a dwarf because every time he comes in and sees me on this, I'm always in a cave.
Fair.
And then, yeah, I was showing him around it and everything, and he was like, okay, and how do I get connected to this?
Go to games.fallenrequiem.com for the server name.
Does he need an elytra? Because if so, I have extra.
He does not have one, obviously.
Yeah. I'll hop on in a bit and...
I was going to say, let him get himself established first. You hand him one now, he's probably going to die and drop it somewhere or something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So, I can technically go shopping while we're sailing, can't I?
Technically, you
Yes.
Yes, but I would like to get the box open before anything else because I need mana for something.
That's partially why I'm going shopping. Actually, that's the only reason I'm going shopping. I actually detest shopping in D&D.
How do you do it so goddamn?
Wait, you're complaining that I go shopping all the time? This is like the second time.
The two of you are like the fucking Olsen twins. Stop it. Let's move forward.
I just wanted to sell off these two fucking potions of invisibility and then use the funds from that to buy a chime of opening.
What's the rarity of a chime of opening?
Rare. And
I mean, if
potions
you
of
can...
invisibility are very rare. And I believe you told me that I'd only get half the value for potions of invisibility for selling them.
Yeah, that's how I roll with a lot of magic items. You guys get around half value. Of course, it really depends on the item too, so it can vary.
Anyways. So, how much would the potions be and how much would the chime be?
Well, he'll offer you a straight up trade for them.
Feel like even at half the two potions of invisibility are worth more than a chime.
I'm looking. You set off 2 potions of invisibility.
Yeah.
So he'll offer you, for the 2 potions of invisibility, 12,000.
Okay. And how much is chime of opening?
6,000. So, good call on not taking the dark trade. That would have been too easy.
Yeah, so I'll take a chime of opening and 6,000 gold.
At the cost of 2 potions of invisibility, though, that's a very powerful item. Alright, you got a time of opening.
Alright. And now we can get this chest open.
You hope.
So, Squiggles is going to strike the chime and point it at the chest. So, it opens a lid or lock on the chest.
Alright. And nothing happens.
I laugh and begin to ask if that was money well spent.
Well,
I'm
it
sure it'll
still
be
has
useful
9
down the line.
uses left.
I know, but what else am I gonna do?
Do you
I'm gonna
expect me to
be
supportive?
right
You're going
and
to be
empathetic. No.
You're going to be a mature adult.
So,
Not in your lifetime.
it does. So, Grim, it doesn't open it at all.
It doesn't open it at all. I'd have a very long discussion about what would work for opening this.
I remember. I was there for that and heard none of it, but I was there.
You heard the subtle hints in the typing.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say.
that's a
Well.
bust.
Might I recommend we venture back to the cave for a while and see if we can't find anything around there that might give us information?
Well, there's a way that we didn't explore.
And that is?
The other side of the ravine.
Oh, okay.
We went to the right side. We didn't go to the left.
That's true.
So who's ready for an adventure back into the middle of fucking nowhere?
Well, the other option is we do look around, as the cave had stories about it and the treasure. There might be some story about how to unlock it.
Sounds like a plan.
So which would you all like to go after first?
We could split up, and some of us explore the cave, and some of us look around for rumors on how to open it.
I feel like given what we encountered at the cave last time, splitting the group further would be a poor decision.
You mean you don't want to split the party?
No, for some reason I get this feeling that whatever god controls this world would not be a fan.
I get the feeling that we usually don't care what he likes. We do things just to make him suffer.
Also fair.
Well,
I think for now, let's go
If
tavern crawling and see if we can find any stories. And then, if we have no luck, we can head out. 'Cause that is almost a full day's journey.
I know you guys invested the keyhole. Has anyone else taken a closer look at the actual chest?
I'll look over it real quick. Don't know if anybody
I will
else
as
has.
well.
Well, in that case,
we've
I'll
only
assist you.
investigated the keyhole.
What
So
are you
go
investigating?
ahead.
The chest.
Okay.
Man, I'm so glad I assisted you on that. I'm going. Could I look over it and see if I can recognize anything of a religious significance to the chest?
Go ahead and roll a religion as well. As for the general description, I mean, it's a large silvery chest. It is untarnished. As you look it over for symbols and, you know, anything of a religious value, you find that there is a small stamp on the front of it.
Ah, do I recognize the stamp?
You do. Let's see, I freaking remember the name. Hold on one second.
I don't know where the idea for it being religious came from, but I'm glad I thought of it.
I had this name down 2 seconds ago.
But now it's been 3.
But now it's been 3.
Yep, he just got the achievement for iron armor.
That was quick. Guys, give me 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Cameron.
Roll a death save.
Save versus death.
It's the goddess of luck. Does someone want to help me out?
Tamara.
Thank you, John. I just got to it in the scroll list here. Timora. It is a signal. It is a. Basically, it's a face-up coin that's stamped on the front of it.
Yes, sir.
Where did John? Where did you know that from?
I know that from the very first campaign that I played with Dawkin and Vex and a handful of other people. Because I had a, excuse me, I had a, actually no, it was Grim's campaign because my first campaign with Grim also had a his name was Lucky, wasn't it? Because I remember specifically having a coin made. Anyway, first D&D campaign is where I remember it from. I can't remember whether it was Vex's or Grim's.
No, this is, you surprised me for a second because you were so quick with the response.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of the few because I did a lot of like looking into. Of course, I forgot everything, but yeah, that's how I knew it.
Okay, but
But yes, it's
so it's a goddess of luck.
good fortune, of trickery, several other
Ben.
things.
Yeah,
Ben, can I see your knife for a
pretty
minute?
cool.
Should I try
I think
to
it'd be a
persuade the
great one
chest to
for
open?
Benny, but
Ben just kind of side eyes you. Which knife?
The snake eye dagger. I'm a little curious here. I highly doubt there's any significance between the two. No.
I mean, I could use it in the way you want. I'm attuned to it.
Well, I was just going to be looking over it to see if it has any religious significance to her and see if they are at all comparable.
Yeah. I'll give it a look. Ben doesn't like letting go of his stabby sticks.
Unfortunately, the snake.
That's why you just learn to use your fist.
Unfortunately, the snake-eye dagger, I don't believe actually has any connection to Tamora, other than the fact that it was used for gambling a lot.
Well,
Wait.
it was worth a look.
Wait. Coin. Shiny gold coin found in room.
Already tried it.
Oh.
You tried to insert it. Yes.
Put it on the coin.
Look over the coin. It might have some significance to Tamura.
I will look over the coin.
I'm gonna look over his shoulder while he does it.
Yeah, it is. It is a coin of Timora.
I had a feeling. So,
But when you tried to insert the coin, it didn't fit.
well, now we just have to figure out how the coin is significant. Do you mind? Why don't you press the coin into the stamp mark and see if that does anything?
Okay. Squiggles is going to see if he can push the coin against the stamp mark.
It doesn't change anything with the coin or the lock.
Well, it's worth a look.
Who's holding the coin right now? Got it?
Squiggles.
There's Squiggles? Okay.
Oh no, he's dead.
No, he's not dead. Although that would be funny, but
Yep.
no.
Save versus death.
Save versus death, yeah. Those are words you don't hear very often.
I used to hear them all the time. Every time I did something stupid with my necromancer.
Yeah.
So every other minute.
Every
Yeah.
other game.
Other than just the dejected. Yeah.
It's worth noting those games were basically daily games, so
Squiggles is going to look at Olander and go, I have an idea.
Is it a good idea or is it just an idea?
Who knows at this point? He's going to take the coin and he's going to flip it. He's going to flip it in the air and he's going to say aloud, okay, see if this works. Heads, chest opens. Tails, it stays closed. And he's going to flip the coin.
That's a brilliant idea. I actually like that. But that doesn't open it.
Roll a d2. 2 is tails, 1 is heads.
Well, I have to check something real quick.
Is it bad that I already forgot what I said was tails and heads?
He said
Hopefully
2 is
somebody
tails, 1 is heads.
Because I hope somebody else remembers.
Because Squiggles, when you looked at it, I gotta check your languages real quick.
He knows Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Primordial.
And what languages do you have, Olander?
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, Giant, Infernal, Primordial.
Okay. Just had to check.
I have Undercommon.
You have
That actually
Undercommon?
is more useful than you might think, Quade.
I have
Yes,
Dwarvish.
I have
Dwarves.
Undercommon and Thieves Can't because, you know.
These can't what?
Exactly.
What can thieves not do?
Speak their language? No, write their language. It's harder to write it than speak it.
As far as you've tried flipping the coin, inserting the coin, pressing the coin against the chest. You guys have investigated for religion markings. There is a coin. It's the coin of Tamora.
Would it be history or it'd be religion for me to recall everything I can about Timura, wouldn't it?
It would be religion, yes. A 14. See, now I get to just, how much do you know with a 14 about Timora? Good old
Let's
Lady
see how
Rock.
much I know. Whee! I might know a little more.
Oh,
I roll this
roll
with
my turn.
Arcana.
Ben knows not a damn thing.
Ben, you know that
Could I roll it
she's
with
highly
Arcana?
admired by thieves.
Unfortunately, he doesn't know enough of Weiss, but maybe that's why you have such fucking rotten luck. You forgot your patron saint.
We figured out why Ben has bad luck. It's because, yeah, doesn't know who Timora is.
I feel like there's someone I'm supposed to worship to improve this shit, but
Between the collective knowledge, though, you guys know most about Timora. If you guys need me to break it down for you, I can. You guys want to just look her up? You
Or
can.
you can go to the Wikipedia page.
Between the
Well,
three
I
of
will
you,
we just
research
want to
her
know.
page.
We just want to know how to open this fucking chest.
No.
see, I don't want to say anything to give it away directly, but like,
That's why I'm
I
going to
also
look
don't
it
wanna
over
see
and
the-
explain it to them. Timora and Bashaba.
well, anyone got a crowbar?
Not using the crowbar.
He said the crowbar. That means that he has a crowbar.
You know what? Here, you can use my crowbar, but be careful.
All
Be
right.
careful with a crowbar.
Anyone have guidance?
The one who's not here.
Oh my god, looking this over would be so much better if I didn't get distracted so immediately.
did anyone roll to investigate the coin? Just so I know for certain. We had a
Uh,
religion roll on it.
I don't
oh,
think he
I
rolled.
did not. I did not roll investigation for it. There, 16.
And then you rolled a 14 on a religion. You notice that there's extra carvings around the symbol of Timora that seem out of place. You don't recognize them from her insignia.
Hey, Gwen.
Although I think Chopper's about to try crowbar.
It might be. Hold on a moment. She's commonly worshipped among halflings. Is it possible we need to have our small friend try this? What? I forget how many of you are fucking short. Dave.
Well, here's the only issue. From the information we've gathered, she hates she hates people that raise the dead.
Ah, well, then she has
I don't
something
think
in
that's-
common with Dave.
I don't think I say anything about hating those who raise the dead.
It's where is it? It's where it says that she deals harshly with people that run away from Bashaba's followers. Should someone flee from her sister's mischievous followers or defile the dead, their fate would be decided with a roll of Timora's dice.
I mean, raising them isn't necessarily defiling them.
Well, you guys can argue that with Timora if you meet her in the afterlife. Does anyone else want to roll an investigation? Or Chopper, you want to go ahead and make your attempt with the crowbar?
Nope.
Go ahead and roll the. I assume Dave would have given you the thing if you want to roll it. I think you're the only person here that might know what the DC is, or might remember what the DC was.
I know what it is.
God, the bad part about looking up the deities actively is there's so much fucking information about all of them.
Jesus, Trevor.
I'm gonna look over at the coin, and I want to check one specific thing. Does
Yep.
it have 2 heads on it? Is it a double-headed coin?
It
If
is.
so, the flipping the coin trick really must have sucked.
What did you say, Grim?
It does have double heads, yes.
That is not a normal coin, my friend. That would appear to be a symbol of scorned fate.
Ah, so you mean they were supposed to die in that storm? They've scorned fate.
No, it's a holy symbol.
Oh.
They were originally imbued with Lady Luck's divine magic, and were supposed to protect their owner from bad fate for a short period of time.
Ben asks to borrow the coin.
Well, given that they've survived this long, but all of them are dead now, I think that short period of time might be up.
Well, the only person who was in possession of this coin, or whoever was in possession of this coin, no longer is alive because they probably lost possession of it.
Well, conveniently, it might have been the captain in possession of it. So, I'm
No.
going to go have a conversation with him while you all work up here.
Ben, you wanted to see the coin? I don't know if I don't know if they heard
He
you.
did promise the coin to Ben after they had gotten the captain. So he gives the coin to Ben.
Ben's gonna play with the coin.
Well, Ben, the first thing you see written in thieves' symbols is treasure inside. Those are the extra symbols along with the symbol of Timora hidden amongst it. Also, with the DC 22 investigation, you notice that there's a thin line around the ring of the center of the coin on the outside. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Ben's gonna pop it open.
You find a small key.
Ben's gonna take the key to the chest and try and put it in.
It's a perfect fit for the very small keyhole.
Ben's gonna look at the party. Hey guys! Key.
Well done. Known to hand the shiny object to the rat a little sooner.
You alright there, Kaiser?
Yeah.
You guys had to roll a 20 investigation on the key. Although there was hints along the way. Or you guys could have broke the lock, or just very hard to break the lock.
Alright, open her up.
Ben's gonna open it up.
I'll be sure I'm going to watch very carefully inside of that chest. Not that I don't trust you or anything, Ben. However, I do not trust you around shiny objects.
Ben has coin. Yes, he's gonna close it back up and put it in his mouth.
Wait, what?
I wonder where you learned that trick. Mocking me. Don't worry about it.
Why'd he put it in that? I don't know why he's putting his coin, or put the coin in his mouth. I'm honestly curious.
Because if it's in his mouth, he won't lose it.
It's also Ben. He is not very smart, and he's a rat that likes shinies.
Not very smart. He found the fucking key.
That is true. You can't insult him now.
All right.
Anyways, what's in the chest?
In the chest. The chest, as you look into it, seems to be void. It's endless, and just the light seems to sink into it. It looks similar to the chest that you guys have seen before, but this one has almost like a draw to it.
Well, however
Ben.
terrible an idea it may seem,
Ben's gonna start tying rope around himself.
I was just going to say have Olander dangle you into the chest so you can see inside of it.
I would suggest having our stronger compatriot attempt that. We don't know what kind of pull this thing will have.
Ben ties the rope around one end around himself. He measures it out, and he's like, carry the 2. I can't do math. How long is? Holds it up to Squiggles.
Wait, what do you need me to carry?
Is going to tie the end of 60 feet of rope around him, and then hand the other end to Uthix.
Ah,
They're tying
this
off the
reminds
little
me
one.
of back in the war.
Then Ben's gonna get a running start and jump into the chest.
Alright, well, you guys see him jump into the chest, and he gets about 2 feet down, and he stops. His head's still just above. Wait, how tall are you?
I am 3 foot 4 inches.
Okay, so he just the top of his head is viewable from the edge of the chest, where you guys just see him stop.
Was there a thump?
Is there a what?
Was there a thump of his head hitting the floor?
Did he dive in head first? Or did he
That's what he
jump
said.
in
Was
leg?
the intent.
Okay. Well, then you guys just see his. I do apologize. You guys just see his feet sticking
His
out of the
feet.
chest as he just kind of falls over. Because there's a lot of room sideways here, so he just kind of falls over out of sight.
Anything
Ben,
in
are
there?
you okay? Oh god, he might have a concussion. Actually, that's not the first time.
You can hear the party,
We
but it
should
sounds
really
like
stop hitting.
kind of like you're listening to them and you're underwater.
Oh my god, I thought you were going to say, it sounds like you're listening to them in your underwear. And I was going to ask, well, why does that matter and how does it sound different?
Roll me an investigation. Or at least I assume you're gonna feel around in the darkness. 16, and roll me a d100. Alright, so you guys see Ben reemerge a second later holding a small piece of paper and a belt.
Squiggles will take the belt and the piece of paper. I'll go ahead and identify this for us.
Well, you could always just read what's on the paper. I assume it's a message or something.
Okay, what's on the paper? What language is it written in?
It is actually wrote in Common, so I believe all of you can read it.
Okay.
You going to translate it for us?
I don't know. That might be a difficult one.
I think he's up to the challenge, though. Said he was.
I'd like to hear it in Draconic.
Kolbold, that isn't hard at all.
I know.
I hope he's not hard.
No, he's gonna translate it in the one language into 2 different languages. Into
Translate
Dwarvish
it
and
into
Primordial.
common for us. Translate common into common.
He's just gonna read the note.
Alright. So says, you have inherited the goddess chest of gifts. Monthly, this box produces a gift of the goddess. But beware, not all gifts are good. For the
Ooh,
time
I love a
being,
random.
though, enjoy this belt of fire giant strength as your first
Like
gift.
a menstrual cycle.
John, shut up. Well, I have an idea of who we should hand that belt off to. As we tend to have somebody who likes bear hugging.
Hey,
You had to
Uthix,
roll
what's your strength?
58.
20.
Whatever his strength is, it's lower than what that belt gives, because that belt gives a damn 23.
25.
Oh, I thought that was the 20. Oh no, Frost Giant is 23.
Belt of fire giant strength.
I can't read.
So yeah, Uthix, change your strength to a 25 after you attune to this.
Does he have an attunement slot to attune to it? You guys might want to ask him first.
I'm about to say, it's up to him if he wants to take it. That was just my recommendation that it would suit him best.
Uthix?
Let me see if I have attunement available for it.
And you guys have incurred, and yeah. You guys have a magic item as well, which is the chest itself.
Well, not quite what I was looking for, as I was after a bit of cash, but that will suit very well, I suppose.
I mean, you could
I
always,
mean, a free monthly gift.
Sell the magic item.
Since the other fella is already unattuned from the Ring of GTFO, I'm attuned to it for no reason.
That is.
You gave me the fancy tattoo that gives armor.
Well, then we need to hand these 2 rings to somebody else in the party.
Okay.
But yeah, I do have an attunement slot available.
Well, then, if you'd like it, you can get a strength score of 25.
I'll take it. Alright, guys. My athletics is now plus 15.
I was really hoping they'd hand it off to someone else. To someone else that was a melee user. Not my luck, but I was hopeful.
Why would we? It's
Hey,
literally best for him.
Your athletics is almost as high as my sleight of hand bonus.
You know, if I roll a nat 1 now, Grim still has to contend with a 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is going to be hilarious.
It already is. But yes, this chest, which is, the gifts of the goddess chest, or goddess's gift, or however you want to word it, basically we'll provide you guys with a gift every month. Beware, not all gifts are equal.
We're just gonna open it up one day and pull out a fucking bomb.
Would you like to pull our friend out of the chest now?
He can stand up and step out of it.
Yeah, he can step out or climb out.
I'm pretty sure he already came out because he brought the belt in the note.
No, he's still hiding. He hasn't come out yet.
I just picture him just sitting there with his head poked out. It's kind of warm in here.
Honestly, for it feels like it does feel warm, but it feels kind of like a warm bath in almost like
he pissed in it.
Not moist, John.
That's the joke I was gonna make.
It almost feels like a warm, heavy fog, almost like you're in like a lukewarm sauna. It's just the air feels heavy to you.
Moist.
Shut up, John. I'm trying to not use the word moist in the description. Because he doesn't actually feel wet. Like, he doesn't actually feel moist.
Moist.
The air just feels very heavy and warm.
I put the chest in the party fund. It's the very last thing in there.
But yeah, roughly every 4
Well-
weeks, you guys can open the chest.
Well, gentlemen, I suggest we find a way to
That sounds
make
ominous.
some.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna go bad.
See, this is exactly
I can't
why
wait.
I saed that it sounds like a certain other thing that happens once a month. That it's a gift. No, it ain't.
God damn it, John.
Yeah, it's that time of the month.
I'm scared, boys.
Do you guys close and lock the chest?
Personally,
What do you
Bard to
guys
be
do with the
terrified of
chest?
women. Well, I think for now, let's just close it up. And I
Yeah, I'll go
think
along
we
with that.
might need to go. Well, we might need to go on a venture to make some money, as we do have a crew to be paying for now.
I need stories.
Well,
I mean, the
who
money's
wants
good
to go
too.
rob a pirate?
But the stories lead into money, and the money leads into more
Are we
stories.
just going to sail around until we
And
find
the more
a
money I
pirate ship
have,
to
usually the
rob?
better stories are. But if the stories aren't that good, then I'll usually just shut the fuck up. But sometimes you have to say, "Hey, Bard, shut the fuck up," in order to get me to quit talking. Because I've been known to sometimes just ramble on and on and
Such
on.
as
and
right
on
now,
and on.
Bard! Silence! I knew you were just going.
I was
So,
gonna see how long he was gonna go for.
Almost as long as
So-
Uthix does with the war stories.
It was gonna be a challenge round.
are we
Oh, I would've
just going to
lost on
go
that one.
find a pirate ship on the high seas or steal from it?
Just saying.
No, we don't find the pirate ship. It'll usually find you.
Well, it gives me and Uthix time to work on our project in the pocket dimension.
You got what in your pocket?
The last dimension.
That's about standard
If we
for
reach
boys'
into the
pockets.
pocket, we'll feel nuts.
I hate all of you.
That's fair. Alright. As a group, what would you guys like to do next?
Well,
So listen, I was working on some material, and let me know what you guys think of this. So the other day, I was at the leather workers, and I was just watching them do a little bit of leather working. For some reason, leather worker attacked another individual. Attacked him with a needle and leather. Beat him up pretty fucking badly. He was torn up. It's okay though. It's okay. He's recovered.
I get it. I ain't laughing, but I get it.
Okay, so that roll's a 1. All right, I get it. Tough crowd tonight. That's a 1 roll. I don't have to even pick up the die.
Squiggles is gonna look at the person they've got to steer the ship, and he's gonna go set sail.
Well, I do believe we have some work we have to take care of in town first. We do have the setting up of Blackbeard's ship.
I could take
Well, it's
care of
gonna
that
take 2
myself
weeks.
if you want to head out now.
Understandable. You'll find your ship is in quite a bit of disrepair, and it's not a large ship. I believe it's a schooner.
Any chance you
But
guys
I imagine with your
could set me up with like 1,000 gold just so I can get a crew rolling?
There is a measurement of beer as well, correct or not? Like a schooner of beer, is that right?
I think you're thinking of scones. I think that's what it's called.
well, I don't
Yeah.
know if we have I don't have 1,000 gold at the moment. Does anybody else?
Of course,
Oh,
I have
scones
1,000
are light.
gold.
Well.
What do you want 1,000 gold for?
Well, Blackbeard is looking for a payment for it to get himself a crew started.
No, John is right.
I'm not going to
That
give
is
you
good.
1,000 gold. I've given you all of my stories and all of my time. If anything, I would say that you would owe me, Mr. Blackbeard. We did rescue you.
I can.
Oh.
I'll pay back both
the sounds of-
debts in the future.
Say, from the sounds of it, he was going to remain our ally.
Yeah.
Which reminds
I'm
me, I
just
wonder-
kidding, but here's 20 gold you can have.
I graciously accept 20 gold from a friend.
I'll make it back.
I'll give him 47 gold.
In that case, we are off on a journey to make some money. Would you like to join us for one final outing?
No, I'd rather stay and get this ship up and running. It's been fun, but I can't wait to, put it on the captain's hat again, per se.
Understandable.
Squiggles is gonna give Blackbeard 500 gold.
Thank you. This should be enough.
And he's gonna say, I just stole that ship from the man who left me for dead, so at least don't let it sink too quickly.
We shall see what happens.
Well.
But I will say I don't intend to go back, to where I was previously. So,
No trips to Mr. Jones planned.
I think where he was at was honestly worse.
Yeah.
Well,
but
if you need us, you can always find us. Well, if you find another chest, you can find us a little easier. But
I'll keep my eye out.
Hey, quick question.
Yes.
Is there a roll that I can make to see if I possibly know where the other portal chests are? Like
Why
what
would you
ships they
know?
might be on? Well, I was thinking because they seem kind of magical. Arcana.
No, Arcana wouldn't.
Just to see.
Technically,
okay.
no.
that
Arcana is more of understanding magic that you're encountering.
that
Oh,
is
okay.
something we intended to do. We need to make a ladder and see if Uthix can force open one of the internal chests.
I'm feeling stronger than ever.
Oh, God.
Well,
As Ben's gonna hand him, he's like, "Hold on." As he pulls out his thieves' tools, lays them out on the table. Which ones do you want to take with you?
I'm going to let him use my crowbar for it. As well,
I was about to say, you got a crowbar?
Oh yeah.
I think a crowbar is included in thieves' tools. Double crowbar.
You can have Squiggles' crowbar, he doesn't intend to ever use it.
Triple crowbar!
There you go, Chopper. Just add a
Wait,
crowbar
who else
to
has a
your
crowbar?
sheet.
Also, Olander, your pockets are a little lighter. Unless you can beat a 30.
Well, what did you bother to take from me? I had nothing.
You had mushrooms.
Oh, those are kept well hidden away. I don't keep those on me. For this
Those
exact reason.
Those weren't in his pockets. They don't have the slow burn effect in there.
You kept them in the same type of environment that they grow in.
Yeah. Moist and dark.
I've actually been looking to test the new method of application, Ben. Come here.
Huh?
This is called a suppository.
What?
They make them for marijuana.
Now bend over and don't move too much.
No!
That's his name.
I know, that's fun.
Oh, God.
I might have to get Uthix to hold him still.
Grapple
You
roll.
guys are not teaming up on a party member to shove a suppository inside of him.
We're not teaming up on a party member. We're teaming up on a friend.
Oh, that makes everything so much better.
Goodbye.
He just no dives overboard.
Well, while you guys work on trying to force a new door open, Squiggles is going to be in the workshop in the pocket dimension, actually doing something.
Here's a crowbar. Take
He
your
said-
up climbing.
So we're trying to force a new door open.
Yes, he did.
Poor Ben.
He knew what he was doing. He named himself Ben. Dover.
Alright. So, are you guys setting sail, going around the town, or forcing the door open right now?
I think so. It's my vote.
I I think for now, let's try and get one of the chests open, and then if we can, we might have one to have the ships linked up with Blackbeard, or we might at least have a goal for where to sail to.
All right. So I know where these chests are, and this is going to be interesting. Well, the chests are down here. You guys have 2 of them. There's a blue and the yellow one. If I recall correctly, the blue one is for this ship, the yellow one's for the other ship.
Yep.
So it really comes down to which one Chopper wants to try next.
Well, he has 3 fucking crowbars. I don't think they stack, but...
They do not.
No, he's gonna wield them like Zoro.
Well, we're gonna try this one.
Alright, you're going to try the one to the right.
Yes.
Give me, well, you're going to use the thing, so you give me athletics with advantage for the crowbar. I think it's advantage with the crowbar, right? 35. This one's going to be really awkward, Chopper. This one barely starts to squeak open just a little bit, and drops of water start dripping down.
Well, I have a feeling this one sank.
Well, unless we have a way to... Unless you guys want to clean all the water out of this after we get it, I don't think you should open that one.
Alright. So hear me out. There's this thing. It's called siphoning. And the idea is that you can use the force of gravity to force water through a hose. If this thing's at the bottom of the ocean and we manage to stick a hose up through there and then run it down through and out the other chest,
Should I use water?
We've got an instant water cannon.
I would rather not try and risk that. Frank?
And probably a permanent water cannon if it's under the ocean.
Would I be able to use like transmute
non-stop.
my wall of fire to wall of water and to keep the water back?
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. We're talking the force of an ocean on top of a chest.
Sorry, Chief, you ain't Darth Vader.
I tried.
And Chopper's idea isn't terrible. It's just how you guys implement that could go numerous different ways.
I think for the sake of our own ship, we should not mess with that chest any further for now.
So, are these all just, like, locked doors?
Yes, some of them are locked, some of them are hard to open.
Have an ocean on them.
This one was not locked. It just has an entire ocean.
A lot of
sitting
pressure
on
the other side of it.
Yes.
How many of them are there?
If you direct your attention
8.
down here, John.
No, 7.
Yeah, there are 7 in total. We've opened 3 so far.
Well,
Open 2. We know what's behind the 3rd.
That's the one that's marked with an X.
Yeah. So, out of the 4 remaining, which are locked and which are hard to open?
I don't know. You guys haven't tried any yet.
If it's locked, wouldn't it be hard to open? So wouldn't that be all of them, technically?
Yeah, you guys are on the
I
wrong
mean, it
side.
depends on who's trying to open it.
Yeah, the locks are technically on the outside of the chest, so honestly, they're all hard to open at this point.
So the reality is, locked or not locked, they're all going to just need to be opened the old-fashioned way.
Well, I guess try the next one.
Going for
I
this
was
one.
gonna say, Squiggles does have the chime of opening.
Which is why I was asking.
Well, you can. Well, that's a good point. And at that point, it's a 50-50 chance. But Chopper, you're able to wrench this one open as you hear something crack on the other end of the lock. And as you open it, you feel an instant breeze of cold.
It's a bit nipply over there.
Well, poke your head out. Tell us what there is to see.
Well, do I see?
You see the deck of a ship. Inside of what looks to be, from this angle, kind of like a cave. Except for there is ice engulfing the chest part of the ship. And there's just a small little cave out, and then you can see light in the distance.
Is anything alive in here?
You ask that out loud?
Yes.
You don't hear anything.
Well, it sounds as if we may have an option to go find another one of these chests.
Well, the Nutix is going to pop his head back down and say, hey, good news. I found a ship.
Well, is anybody opposed to exploring the newfound ship and seeing what there is to find out?
Ben just goes, let me go climb.
Well, I'm going to start heading up the rope.
Thought it was a ladder.
Did you
I
say
assumed he
rope
used
or
his
a
rope for
ladder?
climbing. Either way, I'm climbing it.
Alright, anyone who climbs up, you guys find yourself on the deck of a ship that is frozen in ice. In a very large cave that is
Well,
all made of ice.
Nope. I'm going to go see if I can find a captain's quarters that'll have a map in it. See if I can find out where they're at.
Alright. Well, about 2/3 of the upper part of this thing is trapped in ice. So, give me a roll to see if you can get through the door.
Well, rather. Uthix, I need your help. Door stuck.
The door is partially encased in the ice. So, now there is half a door encased in the ice. Who thinks is holding the other half? But it is enough for a medium creature to squeeze through.
Thank you, Uthix, as I'm just going to climb through.
Alright.
See if I can't find a map.
You see what looks to be a... Oh boy, the name has escaped me. Hold on.
Atlas?
Oh, what are those fuckers called? No.
A globe?
Oh boy. Gith!
Gandry?
You
Gith.
see
Oh,
a
it's a
Gith
gift.
wearing a pirate's captain's uniform, completely frozen in ice, staring at a map on a table. Now, just to describe this to you a little better, the table and half the room are encased in solid ice, kind of going slanted across the room. So about half the map is sticking out of the ice. The Githyanki and who's, looking down at it, he's completely encased in the ice.
Is the ice clear or is it opaque?
It's very clear.
Gentlemen, if I had to guess, I don't think that whatever happened here was done by the weather. So keep your eyes out for any frost drakes. Or pissed off elementals.
You might want to call some reinforcements.
We said we were going to explore. Did you join us?
Yeah,
I don't know who
Squiggles
did.
might as well, because if you guys get in trouble, he can at least hit things from range.
Well, I'm going to try and look over the map and see if I can't get a gathering of where this ship is roughly located.
Alright, let me pull out the map real quick on my end so I can see.
Just don't expect Squiggles to step into the sunlight.
There is a landmark that you recognize is in the... Well, it's very far northwest of you, which is the Vale of Dens. And this seems to be about 100 or 200 miles north of there in the, what would be the Arctic region.
Well, we have a heading then if we choose to go after this chest. As well as we might be able to find out what caused the problem here. I don't know of many creatures that can freeze an entire man and ship solid.
Do you guys attempt to explore any other parts of the ship, or do you guys want to try and recover the map? I don't know how you guys would do it, but there might be options.
I mean, there's a really simple way of doing it. Do any of our spellcasters have create and destroy water?
No, but I have fireball.
We took a long rest, did we not?
Spoken like a true caster, but yes, I do believe you guys had a... Yeah, you guys had a long rest.
Cool, I didn't get to change my spells yet.
Well, technically, you do that at the long rest, so if you needed to change spells, you'd have to wait another day.
But we could always just copy down the information from this map onto our map and bring it back.
Well,
I feel as if even if we...
I have an idea. Does anybody have a piece of metal that they don't mind losing?
Heck, you can have my small knife.
I was going to hand him a copper coin, but alright.
Yeah, I'll let him have.
Actually, can I have one of those 3 crowbars you're currently wielding?
Sure.
Cool. He's gonna take the metal crowbar, and you just want to pry the ice open, right?
Before you do that, allow me to copy down what's on that map.
Okay.
I thought I knew what you were going to do, but I don't, honestly, because...
I'm concerned that whatever they try to do is going to damage what's on that map. So I'm just
I
going to...
assumed he was going to heat metal it.
That's what I thought too.
Notably, if he does use heat metal on it, I recommend reaching into another tool and combining the two. If you guys can smell what I'm cooking up. But, go ahead and give me your... Well, what skills do you have towards copying down a map?
Don't know, because I think that's calligraphy rules.
I mean, that would be one thing you could roll on it. What do you...
There. 32.
I was going to say, we do have a guy who has the right tool for the job.
Yep. Well, there. Now I don't even need the map.
So, Yeah, Olander's sitting there writing down the map, copying it down, and he just gets handed a copy of it.
Thank you. This is much better than what I was drawing up. I am not good at creating maps. I used to have someone for this.
So Squiggles is going to go to the side that's encased in ice.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take his hammer. And he's going to see if he can hammer the crowbar into the ice. And then heat metal it.
All right.
Might I ask a question?
Yeah?
If we have a copy of the information that this map would provide us, then why do we need to remove the map at all?
Spare.
I suppose. Carry on.
So first, when you drive the crowbar in, long spindly cracks kind of chase away from where you drove it in, as the ice is disturbed for the first time in a very long time. And then when you cast heat metal, it just starts to melt around the. Well, hold on. What is holding the crowbar?
This pair of tongs.
I could bust out a set of
I do.
smith's tools I own to use the tongs to hold it.
I'm gonna say I do have smith's tools too. Like we have tongs.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping would be said. Honestly.
What? So I do have to ask a pretty obvious question though. Does nobody have like prestidigitation?
I know Dave does. He uses it all the time.
Actually,
I'm a ranger. I don't got spells.
I feel like for a minor melting of ice where you just need to change the temperature a little bit.
I got mage hand.
Dave is napping until otherwise stated that he is needed.
Squiggles is going to look at Uthix and go, "Can you start evenly melting with this heat-metalled crowbar? I've got an idea for thawing out the Gith guy."
Alright.
As do I. Kaida, come here.
He's going to cast Firebolt at it.
I had something very similar in mind.
Does it involve fireball
Perhaps.
or wall of fire?
Fire, that would incinerate everything inside this area.
That's why we're gonna pick him up and move him.
But he's trying at first to firebolt as much of the ice around him as he can to see if he can like chisel away to get it as low as he can, because it's creature or object.
Okay. Well, that begins to slowly melt the ice in little pockets wherever.
And he's gonna see if he can actually, free the captain, like free the ice sculpture of the captain first. That way, if they want to move him, they can.
All right.
Yeah, and
Because I imagine he's frozen solid to the deck of the ship.
Well, the map doesn't take very long to free. So you guys have a northwestern map that is printed on vellum.
And see, look, the version we just picked up is going to last a lot longer than the version we made.
So my question is, do you intend to simply have this man moved, or are you trying to save him? Because one of those may not be possible.
Well, first off, I'd like to see if we can... If you want to move him, we can. If not, I'm just going to thaw him out here.
Can use wall of fire in like a circle to get each side of him at the same time.
I'd also like to not risk setting the entire ship ablaze,
No,
even if it is half covered in ice.
Which is why we should move him.
I don't know if you guys can see the orange X.
Yeah. I mean, if you have any spells that aren't overkill,
Well, what spell did he suggest?
Wall of Fire.
It's not that much overkill. It would get the job done quickly.
I'm going to leave you guys to your own devices. So however you guys decide to try and thaw everything out, go for it. The fire bolts are working, just slowly.
I think I'm just gonna grab a torch and slowly rotate the torch around him.
Is there anything else you guys would like to try and make it? I mean, this will work. It's just, it's going to determine how much time this takes, depending on how you guys try to thaw him out.
Let's see if we can thaw out to the Gith's skin and see if he has a pulse.
He's not gonna have a pulse if he's been frozen for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's most definitely dead, which is why I was curious as to why we were going through this effort anyway.
Oh, and
I assumed you wanted to loot him.
That's the case. How thick is the ice around him?
It varies from where it's the closer side to him, about 4 inches.
Although I would be willing to make a medicine check to see if whether he's alive or not.
Uthix rolled a 1. He got a 16.
I'm just gonna quickly go through my medical knowledge and see him determine if this guy would be able to survive the situation.
Your medical knowledge tells you that you don't think anyone could survive this situation.
I had a feeling. Yes, he is most definitely and absolutely fucking dead. Also, I would just like to point out there's a very high chance that wherever we are, there is going to be a white dragon coming. They have a habit of freezing their prey like.
But with that athletics check, Chopper, what are you doing exactly?
I was just gonna see if I could just pull him out of the ice.
Okay, so with that roll, you're not able to pull him out of the ice.
My hand slipped.
I'll assist you this time, don't worry. Oh, didn't matter.
That's twice that's happened. I'll assist you, and then the person rolls 2 of the same number. Well, a lot of the ice is cracking away, and you are able to get a hand on him, Chopper. But you're not able to quite get him out by pulling him.
We'll get this open yet.
What?
I said we'll get this open yet.
Oh, God.
Talking about the ice.
Does somebody happen to have just like a ball bearing or something that you could shoot out of a sling?
Yeah?
We have like 1,000 ball bearings.
Can you hand me one real quick?
I hand you one.
Uthix, Olander, you mind stepping behind me for a second?
Alright.
He's gonna throw the ball bearing and cast Conjure Barrage.
Alright.
At the ice sculpture.
Alright. Well, you throw the was it a ball bearing?
Yeah.
And it creates a cone of more ball bearings that begin to just rip through ice in the back of the ship, and there's tons of holes everywhere. Good news though, the guy slumps forward as the ice is pretty well demolished at this point. Not just that area, just everything. It just beat to death.
All right, he's out. Uthix, would you like to do the honors now?
Well, I thought we were trying to be gentle with it.
Well, he mentioned a white dragon coming back at some point, and at that point, I do not want to stick around anymore.
I thought your kind worshipped them. Although I can understand not worshipping a white dragon, they are kind of daft.
I actually detest them. Anyways, moving on.
Oh, you're racist, understood. That's also just a theory. It might be entirely safe here. Who knows?
Well, if we wait long enough, we will.
I'm not gonna have you roll at this point. Freeing the rest of the body from the ice would be pretty easy.
All right.
Yeah, it pulls him out the rest of the way. He's got a couple extra holes in him, but other than that, the corpse is pretty well preserved by the ice. And judging by the look of shock and terror on his face, you guys are pretty sure whatever froze him was instantaneous. Just ripped through. He had only seconds to react and really no time to move.
All right. Do you try and do your medicine thing now when we get him back to the ship? I say we get out of here now, like as soon as possible now.
Well, there might still be loot to be had on the ship.
Ben points to everybody and he's like, "Go. I'll look around. I have the best odds of not getting caught."
Understandable.
The look on this person's face says that whatever was here means we should not stick around.
Well, it'll never see him coming. Either way, if he chooses to stay, he knows how to get back.
As Ben just stealths and starts looking around and rolled really low looking around.
All right.
We just turn around and it's like, either he left or he's doing his thing.
Well, you begin to look around. Are you looking around the upper deck?
I was just gonna try and get a generalized layout of the ship and figure out what all is on it.
Well, the ship is laid out very similarly to your guys' old ship. Just for the general layout.
Okay.
So you can investigate the room in the front on the upper deck. You can investigate more of the captain's cabin.
At this point, I'm going to go below deck and see if there's anything of value.
All right. So as you open up the hatch to go to the lower deck, the hatch itself is actually not frozen solid. But the ice kind of slopes off to the right, so covering the ladder, so you could like slide down it. And about a quarter of this level is not frozen solid.
Okay. Would you like another
I
investigation to
would
see if
like
I can find anything?
I would like another investigation.
Well, I'm remaining consistent now.
You do find 2 chests towards the back. One completely frozen in ice and one half frozen in ice.
Okay. I believe I'm going to try and draw my dagger and see if I can get it to be the flame effect. That is not the flame effect.
What effect is that?
It's neutral.
Oh, okay.
As I'm just going to go. Guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way. As I will start pulling out pythons, driving them in, and hammering them in to try and shatter off ice.
Alright. Well, in that case, roll me a, well, shit. Alright. Also, roll me a dex check.
Like a check or a save?
I mean, no, it would be a check, or when you're working with your hands, it's,
Okay.
flutter check. I can't think of any specific skills that would cover this. Well. For the chests half frozen in ice, you do succeed. But it takes over 2 hours for you to break through the chest to get it freed up.
Huh.
While that 2 hours is going on, is the party doing anything, or are you guys just patiently waiting?
Honestly, we'd probably be patiently waiting, and after about 2 hours, we'd probably be wondering if he's still alive.
Well, I mean, if you'd like, someone can check on him every once in a while, if you guys want to do it that way, or however you want to.
I would probably go check on him occasionally. Just, you okay up there?
Down. I'm down there.
I don't know. I'm inside of a chest. I'm sorry that I cannot see precisely where you are.
He can't hear you from where he's at. I mean, he's on the lower deck.
Well, then I'll go actively look for him. I'll just go flutter around on the top of the deck and just, hey, are you down there?
Yes.
Good. Are you dead?
Yes.
Ah, well, hurry up then.
As I start trying to open the chest that I just freed.
Alright. Well, at this point, with the damage it's taken from you hauling it out of the ice with your 10 and your 6, the lock has already been busted off.
Good.
One of the hinges is missing. And it's covered in, chips and where you went a little too deep through the ice. But in this chest, you find something you haven't seen before.
A will to live?
500
I was about to say that.
Electrum.
And he's going to immediately throw it out.
It's like, oh, look at that. That's crazy. Worthless.
He found a cursed item.
Ben is just like, what the fuck is this?
Why the fuck is there a bunch of whack-ass, unpointy arrowheads in this
like,
bitch? Get the fuck
a
out.
5-year-old who just found a bunch of $2 bills and thinks they're fake.
Yeah, Electrum isn't real money.
5-year-old? You mean like
Or
a grown-ass adult?
yeah, some grown-ass adults. I still want to do that someday.
Electrum is not real money, and I refuse to acknowledge it as such.
Because Ben's just gonna he doesn't even know what to do with it at this point. He's just gonna leave it in the chest and set it off to the side.
Okay. Do you want to start on the second chest?
He's debating it.
I should have said something like 25,000 Electrum and just watch as the chest gets left behind. I know it's 500
Did you think it would go any different?
I honestly, it probably wouldn't, which would be hilarious because it's like, a lot of gold.
500 Electrum?
No,
Isn't that like
I should have
250
said
gold?
I should have said like 25,000 Electrum. Seen what happened.
Why don't you
I told him it would have went the same way.
And
Yeah,
Chopper's
probably.
pretty sure it would have went the same way. I'm pretty sure Electrum is worth like 2 gold.
It is half a gold.
No, half a gold. So yeah, it is equal to 250 gold.
And I'm curious.
Either way,
Grim, you don't even have Electrum pieces on your own fucking currency sheet.
Either
I
way,
do not,
it's a very
but,
confused Ben.
Ben recognizes this coin, but he's never seen one in person. I probably should have him roll history on this, actually.
Would you like me to?
It feels a bit late now, but yeah, go ahead and roll history. I take it back. Ben doesn't recognize... I'm sorry, I'll have to roll this back a little bit. Ben, you do not recognize these coins at all.
Yeah, the whole thing I was going for is he has no clue what the fuck this is.
Okay. It's a bunch of shiny coins that you have no fucking clue.
He's gonna put them in his, I was gonna say bag of holding, but I don't know if they can withstand the power of the sun.
I want to buy another one of those at some point.
Yeah!
I'm not worried about the coins, I'm worried about your hand.
We're going to use that bag of holding. At some point, we're going to use that bag of holding, and Grim's going to be like, the what?
We're going to have to fucking change your name to White Paw if you stick your hand in there too many times.
You mean no paw? It's just gonna eat it. I mean, it's fucking polished bones.
Yeah, but you're not made out of bones, you're made out of skin.
Yeah, it'd be country fried.
And rat.
The terrifying thought. Country fried rat.
Right,
you know what? It's just KFC at that point. It's just KFC.
It's
Let's be real.
That's fair.
Don't you work at KFC?
Yep.
Oh,
he knows.
I'm the one that cooks the chicken.
The fact you had to guess whether it was chicken or not.
There's definitely some hesitation there, and I'm worried to ask, so never mind.
You don't need to ask, you know why.
But yeah, it's 500
okay,
coins.
well, Ben's just going to start shoving it in pockets.
Okay. You're not just going to take the whole chest up real quick?
I mean, the chest is kind of fucked up, is it not?
Well, it's still holding together. It's just missing a hinge, has several holes in it. The locks broke off. It's still holding the coins.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just move the chest. I'll slide it up the ramp.
I'm not going to be making any rolls. I mean, it's heavy. I don't think it's that heavy. Someone's going to come back to me with the weight of it, then I'm going to be like, well, yeah, fuck. But you're able to.
You know, you think with me being
this isn't the same size.
Me
chest
being
that you guys had to
proficient
deal
and
with.
athletics.
Yeah, that's true. But no, you get the chest to the group, and you guys said you were all waiting around. Are you guys waiting around downstairs? Or in the dimension? Or... Basically, I need to know who he runs into first.
Well, I was waiting for him on the top deck of the ship he was on.
Oh, okay. Well, then he runs into you first.
Hello there.
Coin. Weird coin. As I open the chest and show him.
I'm gonna look inside the chest and see if I recognize it.
So you recognize them as Electrum.
Oh yes, that's worthless. I outlawed those in the city I ran.
It's a currency that's very old in this world. And
I haven't seen those since back in the war.
and even then they were a rare chopper. Well, yeah, it's a very old currency that went out of date. Technically went out of like complete usage around 500 years ago for you guys.
It's
lingered
technically
in some parts of the world, but
technically it's valuable when it's more close to garbage.
As Ben just goes, well, there's a second chest down there, but it's deeper in the ice. You want to take this one back and show the others and tell them I'll be back in a bit?
All right. Would you like any assistance with getting the chest open?
Open.
Well, getting it out of the ice and then open.
Yeah, I have an idea. Send Kaida through.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna head to the other ship and just say, Kaida, Ben has requested your assistance.
All right. What can I help you with, Ben?
We're gonna move the chest that has the portal in it off this ship and put it in a part of the cave.
okay.
And then you're going to cast Fireball down there.
Down the cave or down the ship?
Down inside the ship.
Okay.
It takes too long to chip through the ice. My hands are getting cold.
Sounds like it might need some long, continuous heat.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Wall of fire.
Yeah. I can do a wall of fire.
Alright. So you cast Wall of Fire, angling towards the chest.
Yes.
While you guys are doing this,
I mean, Wall of Fire is concentration, right?
Yep.
In that case, I'm going to have him go hop back into the chest, and then I'm going to stealth you by. And when it's at a point where, you know, I can get to the chest, I'll tell him to stop concentrating.
well, while you're, checking the chest, you hear what sounds like a grating noise, almost like, well, it's a grating, popping, crackling noise as where all the light was coming through the entrance of this place gets snuffed out. The only thing
I'm going to run over to the chest.
The only thing lighting the cavern now is the dim light that's just coming down through the top of the cave.
I'm going to run over to the other chest and tell Kaida to stop concentrating.
Alright.
Do you look over towards the cave entrance?
Yes, I am.
You see a rather large, White dragon trying to fit himself into the cave.
I believe I might have mentioned this.
He seems to be having some issues getting into the cave. What would you like to do?
Ben's just gonna mumble to himself first. Fat ass.
Well, that's rather rude.
It's a white dragon backs up and tries to shove himself through again.
Oh, better hurry. Because I'm gonna go try and pull the chest out.
Give me an
Do you bother to let
athletics.
anybody else know?
Wait, what'd you say, Grim?
I said, give me athletics.
Alright, I'm gonna use my inspiration. Aha! 28.
Alright, a little bit of what is left holding it there rips away, and you have the chest.
And now I'm running.
Alright. The rather large white dragon still seems to be trying to squeeze through. He's making progress, but it's slow. And you run and jump through.
I'm not gonna just jump through.
Oh, okay, well, you climb through. However you want to go about it.
I'm gonna drop the chest through, right?
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab the lid of the other chest
Oh,
and
no.
close it behind us.
This is going to be a mixed bag all around, but we'll see what happens. Somewhere across the world is a very angry white dragon.
Yeah, but what's he gonna do about it? He doesn't know where we're at.
And he's a white dragon.
Yeah, they're
What's
not
going to
dumb.
happen? He pulls up and gets the shit punched out of him?
Yeah, he's kind of dumb as shit.
White dragons are like one of the dumber dragons, but they're not stupid either. I mean, they're as smart as your average human.
Yeah, they're stupid
I mean,
amongst
yeah.
dragons.
Yeah, they're
We're
stupid
we're
amongst
headed
dragons.
that way anyways to collect the chest, aren't we?
So when the chest hits the ground, by the way, you hear a shattering noise from inside.
Why
This is-
did you do that?
This is where it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I might be able to mend it.
This Ben's just gonna walk
So,
over and try and
does-
open the chest.
Does no one get the opportunity to try and catch it?
Is anyone standing? You know, if someone is standing directly under it, I'll give whoever is standing there one person the
I mean,
opportunity to catch it.
I was assuming Utix was just waiting by the door.
Okay.
He kept sending all under back in. Hey, go check on him.
This is probably going to be acrobatics, Utix, to catch it. Sound fair?
Yep.
All right. Fuck you. You caught it safely. No shattering. You're now holding
What's inside?
a chest.
He's a very nimble dwarf.
He is a very fucking 26 and a 27. I'm
Has
glad
Ben
Olander isn't like, I'll
clenched
help.
on him.
All right, the chest is locked.
Oh!
You didn't break
Ben
the
just
lock on
cracks
this
his knuckles. He's like, this one's my specialty.
Well, that lock falls off pretty easily.
Ben looks very proud of himself. After being defeated by the big chest. Alright. As he cracks it open.
All right. You see, just sitting inside the chest, lightly packed in just a little bit of straw, are 6 vials. 6 potions.
Would you like me to identify them?
Yeah.
Cool. He's gonna get one, and he's gonna cast Identify.
Between that and the
Well,
taste
we've already
test,
sat around here for several hours.
what job?
Might as well wait for another. I said, we've already sat around here for several hours. Might as well wait for another hour.
That's not a ritual cast. That's just an actual cast.
Oh. Do you have ritual casting?
Yes.
Well, I think it's a cast per, right?
Yeah, it is. He did say just one of them.
You're just doing the first one?
I mean, are they all the same kind of vial?
No, they're not.
Are they all different?
If they're not the same.
I was just gonna say, there's a Sesame Street song about if one of these things does.
So, they are all different potions, just to clarify.
Okay. I'm going to quick cast Identify on the first one, and then ritual cast for the other 5.
Alright, 50 minutes. Somebody ready to write these down?
I mean, I honestly didn't mind us waiting for an hour. Like, it's worth ritual casting all of them.
What's an extra 10 minutes? I need 60 20s. Let's have everyone roll 1. Since there are 6 of you tonight. A 9, a 4, 13, 2, 6.
So who's writing them down? I nominate Quaid.
Fuck you.
I
I'll do it.
nominate.
Yeah, dude, my handwriting is terrible. You don't want me doing it.
I was going to nominate Orthos.
I need a
I'll-
I need Olander to reroll.
I was already on it.
Again.
There we go.
Alright. Start off with the lowest number. What was the lowest roll?
2.
2. Give me 1 second here. Alright, so 2 is a potion of healing.
Normal potion of healing.
Mm-hmm. What's the next
Okay.
highest?
4.
4.
Fuck.
It's a potion of maximum power.
I am writing all these down in party loot, by the way.
I had to look that
I'm
one up.
doing
I
that
didn't
as
know what
well.
it did. Potion of maximum power sounds kind of cool, guys.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
What does it do?
First spell that you cast that does damage, that is a 4th level or lower, within 1 minute after drinking this potion, instead of rolling dice to determine the damage dealt, you instead use
Takes
the
max.
highest number possible for each dice.
Hey, kinda.
You want
So,
to cast a 4th level fireball?
no. Use something that does continuous damage.
Like, I don't know, a little wall of fire.
What is the level cap on that again?
4th level.
4th.
4th or lower?
Yep, 4th or lower, I believe.
So then, yeah, wall of fire. Because once you set the damage, that's the intensity of the entire spell for the whole duration.
And how much damage would that be on wall of fire? Kaida, how much? What's the damage for your wall of fire at level 4?
Wall of fire.
It's 5d8.
5d8.
40.
Plus his charisma, because
plus
he
his
can turn it to a wall of lightning.
So was that 45-ish damage?
46.
46 damage every round?
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive. That hurts. Whatever gets caught in it.
Yeah. So I'm putting this in party loot already, Cameron.
Okay,
Nope.
okay.
Don't have two people editing party loot. One person.
That's why I'm stopping.
Okay. Okay. What's the next number on the list?
6.
A 6. Oh boy. It's a potion of resistance. That's a good question. Somebody roll a d10.
Kaida rolled the d10 because he rolled the d20. Three.
It's a potion of fire resistance. Actually, could be very useful to the party.
In case somebody decides to go take a lava bath.
Alright, what's the next one?
9.
We have a potion of diminution. Diminution?
Makes you smaller?
Diminishing? I don't know. Yes, when you drink this potion, you gain the reduce effect of the enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours. No concentration required.
So if we were to cast that on Ben,
we can turn
No.
Ben into a tiny creature.
No.
I mean, there's some advantages to that, Ben. I mean, you'd be right at home
yeah,
with your.
I'm thinking of it for stealth.
On that note, we actually have a tiny creature.
That's true too. What does that do? Oh God.
I've completely forgotten about her, but she still exists. I punched her once.
I think
We
she's
still
on
have
the
the
other
wolf
boat.
sitting below. We still have the wolf below deck. I still occasionally go by and pet him.
But yes, potion of diminution. Diminution. Whatever that word. What's the last roll? Or how many rolls do we have left?
We've got 2 more.
2?
Next is
Okay.
a 10.
Next is a 10. It is a potion of longevity.
Ben just asks, does it make me taller?
No.
Aww, I want to stab people in the neck easier.
When you drink this potion, your age is reduced by 1d6 plus 6 years to a minimum of 13 years. The more you drink it, the higher there is a chance that you age up instead of down. Alright, and the last one?
13.
Is a potion of vitality. When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you. For the next 24 hours, you regain the max number of hit points for any hit die you spend.
We already had one of those in party loot, so now we've got 2.
Interesting. There you guys go.
Yep.
You guys also know that there is a rather large white dragon has come back to the cave, but doesn't appear to fit easily into the
Well,
cave.
could you tell approximately how old that white dragon was, Ben?
Do I know, Grim?
Hold on. It is ancient.
Well, my friends, do we think we could kill an ancient white dragon? As I'm not opposed to trying. I'm also not opposed to just leaving him alone for a while.
Well, I
I
think we could
s-
take him.
I say we look at where the other chests lead and then make that decision.
How's your guys' con saves?
Well, they exist. I think for now we should do is. That's actually a fair point from Squiggles. We should see what the other chests have to hold.
But what if the dragon leaves? We might miss our opportunity.
I have a feeling he lives there.
I also don't think he's going to be too happy when he notices that
You think he lives there?
his
Is that
Or
what
at the
you said?
very least, he has a reason to be going back and forth from there.
They also didn't fit.
Well,
when
if
he
I had,
can. I'll let you finish. Sorry.
well, it would be logically he's probably the one who froze them in place, so he had a reason to be coming back after them.
There's also a timeline here, though. And you guys found it's an ancient white dragon. You guys found coins that have been, out of use, out of widespread use for about 500 years.
This dumbass get himself stuck.
No, he didn't get himself stuck. He just hasn't been in this cave in a while.
I
I
don't
think he
think
got
he's going to
himself
be too
stuck.
happy when he does eventually get in and sees that his toy ship is halfway blown apart.
I think he got himself stuck.
I gotta step away for about 5 minutes. It sounds like everything is going smooth, so I'm gonna continue to just kind of do what I'm doing. But I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Probably not a bad time for a 5-minute coffee break.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Everybody take 5.
I'm gonna go get Coco.
I don't know if I should get up. I have a dog asleep on my leg or on my foot.
What?
It's like I can't feel my big toe right now because it's cutting off circulation.
Yeah, you don't need it. I'll be back.
I was about to say that.
I'm back.
I'm back. And I have crack.
If you don't mind me asking, I'll still be on Discord, but is there gonna be any like possible fights other than that dragon?
Well, I would still
You don't know yet.
pay attention.
Well, no, I
Or
will
not.
be paying attention, but I'm asking because I would like to go cook something real quick.
Oh,
So I'll be listening, and if anything happens, I'll probably
it really depends on what the party does, but perhaps.
yeah, I probably should eat dinner tonight.
Yeah, I would go ahead and grab yourself some food. I mean, if you're able to hear us, I mean, even if combat does happen, Monkey, there's
Yeah,
a
I'll
lot
have
of
my
there's a lot of time between turns that you would.
I'll have my phone on Discord with me.
Yeah.
So, I'll be muted, and if stuff comes up, just let me know. But give me like 5 minutes before I step out.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh,
Grim.
Yes.
So, something went wrong on the server.
What went wrong on the server?
He got killed by a zombie, and then his body didn't drop.
His body didn't drop at all.
Yep, no items, nothing. And the internet dropped for a second right after he died, so by the time we got logged back in, which wouldn't have been the whole 5 minutes, even if items had dropped, there was just nothing there.
so we're also playing 7 Days to Die.
No. Oh, are you guys right now?
Yeah.
Well, that
So it
would.
could be actually putting a pretty big strain on the server.
Well, the
It's
order of
still-
operations said he died, and then the internet dropped, and then when he got logged back in, under 5 minutes, the items weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I'm saying this is because we were having really bad lag, and then like a couple of minutes ago, it cleared out for a minute, and then it started to kick back in.
Okay, well, see, remember that pick, Grim? Not the one that I made, but the one you gave me that I upgraded?
It was on him.
Yes.
Ah, shit. I was like, this will be an easy fix. He's pretty low level. He can't have had that much shit on him.
Yeah, he had an enchanted netherite pick with several good enchantments on it.
That pick and my sword were the best things I had.
Oh yeah, he had a sword also that
I had missiles 3.
missiles 3.
That was fun.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, we rushed back to the cave where he died, and there was just no body.
Weird thing. They grab
What's going on?
I'm fixing. What sword did he have?
What sword was it?
It was an iron sword with missiles 3 on it.
Iron sword, missiles 3.
Village.
Yeah, the iron sword's easy.
All right, there's his iron sword with missile 3.
Do what?
Chopper, do you remember what enchants were on that pickaxe, roughly?
Infernal Touch, Mending, Unbreaking. I know those ones were on there. I think it had Efficiency.
It had efficiency. What level of efficiency?
Do you have durability?
I know it did not have Fortune. That was the one issue that pick had.
I don't think it had durability. I think it had Unbreaking 3.
Had Unbreaking 3, yeah.
Fortune is a legend, or no, it's a special enchant, meaning it's rarer than, the epic and legendary.
Eternal Touch, durability. What else? Sorry, I'm typing these out. I gotta find each enchant. What other enchants were on there? It didn't have
I
like
said
blast
Infernal.
mine.
No, it didn't have Blast Mining. It had Infernal Touch. It had Efficiency. I'm gonna say Efficiency 5 because I think that's what it was. It was 4 or 5. I'm thinking 5.
4, because I've tried and you can't get 5.
What do you mean you can't get 5?
Like, I've combined efficiency 4 together and couldn't get 5.
I have it on my current pick.
I have it as well.
Why wouldn't it work for me then?
Okay, we're going to assume it was 4 then.
Because you're stinky.
Because I don't think I've gone through any hassles to upgrade the efficiency, so I think it's Efficiency 4, Infernal Touch, Unbreaking 3,
Mending.
Mending, of course. It had an artifact, but I don't think he's worried about the artifact.
It was a shock artifact.
Shock artifact? Okay, shock artifact.
No clue what that is, but it had it.
It's just a fancy effect it makes whenever you break something with it. It's visuals only.
There is no shock artifact.
Yep.
Here, I'll give it an artifact though. It'll be a random one.
Okay, random artifact will do.
Okay, it's got an artifact. So we got efficiency, eternal touch, mending, unbreaking. Sound about right?
I feel like there was one more, but I can't remember what it was.
Did it have telekinesis on it?
No, it didn't have telekinesis.
It didn't
No,
have
that
wisdom.
sounds good though. No, it didn't have wisdom or any of those.
Anything else of importance that you guys can't scrounge back up quickly?
Did you lose anything else of major significance?
Really? I mean, as a diamond pig, I had a pair of iron or gold pants with fucking.
Nothing we can't quickly replace.
Something or other, and,
Yeah, hold on. I'll hop over there as soon as I get back to base in
either, but
7 days, and I can just give him some diamond gear that's
like you said, that
I was gonna
crap.
say,
picking that sword about the only things I cared about.
the pick and the sword were the only things that he was worried about. The rest of it's all easily replaced.
Alright, take an apple for your trouble. I'm getting the hell out of here.
You just hand them a notch apple.
No, I didn't hand him a notch apple. I hope I didn't hand him a notch apple. I'm pretty sure I just gave him a gold apple. Welcome back, John. John, look and fallen and see look what I'm dealing with.
Oh man, that's funny.
I got her a pillow now, so she's not directly on my
Right.
feet, but
That's funny.
my foot was falling asleep. I had to get her something. Well, Ready Chat is up in chat. In the
I'm not
YouTube.
replying to that creature.
Go on. Thank you, Squiggles. We got 3 people.
I'm here, just not at my computer.
Alright, I knew that. So 4 people technically. 4.1?
That's Cameron.
Yeah, I almost got up that
That's
house
Cameron.
a little bit. Headed back over there.
Are you sure it's Cameron?
That's Cameron.
Okay. I think we got everybody. Alright, so you guys know what is behind the northern door. We'll put a marker on that just to be safe. I did put a label on it too. Let's see, we want... There we are. Well, Chopper, which one's next?
Next on the line, or next in line.
Are we going counterclockwise? That looks like.
Yes.
Alright, so this one to the north. This one. Before you do that, when you touch it, I want you to make, well, it feels like you're touching a stovetop when you touch it.
Cold granite.
Not a... You know, honestly, you're a blacksmith. If you'd like, you can make a roll to try and judge, just how hot it feels to, when you're with your hand near it.
Alright, what am I rolling?
Wisdom would be my first grab on that.
What else am
His
I rolling?
dwarvish intuition.
Is your wisdom really low, Chopper? Intelligence?
I have a 6 in wisdom.
Intelligence. You're trying to judge the temperature. Maybe
Fuck it.
very loosely perception?
That's wisdom based, but I'm proficient in that, so it works.
Okay. The heat radiating off of this feels like it's somewhere in about the 500-600 degree range.
Alright, guys, this one's a bit warm.
You can attempt to open it, but how you attempt it is very important. Because it's hot enough to burn you.
What does everyone else have to say?
Well, guys.
Cameron, you're muted.
I have one theory as to where it could be.
Hell.
I was going to say inside of a volcano, but close enough. Actually,
Inside
I've
the
been to
bottom of
hell.
those?
It's quite cold. Well, it was quite cold.
We've already been inside a volcano.
Well, I'd say open it up a tiny bit and then probably close it back up if you think necessary.
Well, I think I would still proceed with the athletics, but I'd be using the crowbar.
Alright. So you pop the lid up pretty easily and stick your head up. And it's instant wave of heat as you look around the room. It looks like you're in a domed attic. There's a couple other chests spread around the room, a couple paintings on the wall. Everything smells burnt. The air is extremely dry, and there's a small window on the other side of the room. Oh, I almost forgot the most important detail. The walls themselves seem to be made out of bronze metal. Maybe a dull bronze. Oh, you can roll on it to figure out exactly what type of metal it is. Honestly, you're a dwarf. It's brass.
Wait, it's brass and extremely hot. I might have an idea where this is.
And it's probably not a good idea.
I mean, I know of one place that is hot and made almost entirely out of brass.
What's that?
Hollander doesn't know.
Well, roll.
Hollander doesn't know what's happening.
Roll. Well, yeah, that's true. You don't know what's up there until he tells you. Of course, Uthix has a very long history as well. He might know what this is.
It's a room.
It's a room made of brass. You feel like you have read about this somewhere, but you might have fell asleep that day in school.
You want to call some other people in?
I mean, I'm assuming there'd be people nearby.
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing up after he doesn't come back down.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I don't think he stuck more. No, he didn't say he was going in. I don't think he stuck much more in his head in at this point. Notably, prolonged exposure to this environment will eventually start to cause damage to you guys.
It's a good thing I'm used to long nights on the forge.
I just looked up how long. Okay, hold on.
So
Does anyone
I'm
know
gonna
how long a
poke
human
my
would?
head up and see if I can.
You guys any idea how long a human would
Sorry, go ahead,
survive
Grim.
in 400 to 500 degree temperatures?
Very short amount of time. Like the less than a minute as your body agonizingly boils.
Oh, here we go. Extreme temperature and humidity. This chart only goes up to 140. Apparently, at 200 degrees, you could survive for about half hour to 45 minutes. Due to sweating and, how quickly that's going to evaporate, I would say you guys probably could be up here for 5-10 minutes before it became dangerous. If you guys are just going up there. Sound about right to everybody?
Yeah.
That being said, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna poke my head in and see if I can possibly recognize this area.
Squiggles doesn't.
Well, it does seem vaguely familiar, but
Oh. Olander, you actually met the DC. So you know the name, well, one of the lower DC, so you know the name of it. It is the City of Brass.
I had a feeling.
And it's
Well,
located in the
gentlemen,
elemental plane of fire.
well, yeah, I had a feeling. Well, this is supposed to be one of the few humanly habitable areas in the plane of fire. However, we seem to be in one of the worst options for that.
So, Graham,
Yes.
sorry to switch subjects here, but apparently it's if you get logged out, your body vanishes.
Did someone else lose their shit?
Yeah, he just lost his shit again because the server timed out and kicked both of us off. And it was right after he died, he said he got back to his body. He saw his body this time, and then server timed out.
I will remake his sword and his pickaxe.
And you need to find a better plugin for that.
I will. Fuck.
Because if it's going to delete his shit the moment he logs out, like it doesn't even drop it, it deletes it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Really sorry to take you off the subject of that, but I got him on the server and now he's dealing with this shit, so I'm trying to help him here.
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
I'll give him some temporary gear, Grim. It'll be okay.
I'll give him his items back. I don't have any issues with that. I'm just
And
gonna keep a
if you
spare
have
on me.
anything to give to him, you can teleport over to me or him.
Anyway, back to D&D. How would you guys like to proceed? You guys know the name is the City of Brass.
Well, So it is supposedly habitable. However, I don't think we're in one of the areas where that would suit us very well. So let's come back here later when we have a little bit more heat resistance.
And as a dwarf, this just reminds me of the forge. Feels right at home.
Well, as a changeling who lived in the northern woods for several years, I'm not quite a fan.
But I will say, yeah, it's probably a better idea that we wait before exploring all this.
Probably a wise idea for the party.
Well then,
But we definitely do need to come back here.
I suppose we can mark that with a little bit of fire on the symbol.
Well, I guess we'll go check the next door then. Because that does not seem like a chest we'd be going after currently.
Well, no, but it might be interesting to explore later. There's all kinds of interesting folks. Some
Yes,
fire
but
giant, some actual fire.
if we go to the City of Brass, I'd like us to not be going there through a magical chest.
Why not?
That
The
way we
rest
have a
of-
way of escaping that doesn't rely on us getting back to a single thing.
I mean, no matter how you get to the plane of fire, that's more or less how it's going to. But on to the next doors.
Alright, moving our way around the circle. I'm gonna need an athletics check. Another 30. How? Not so much how are they high numbers, just how is it that consistent?
That's what I was just wondering.
Right, RNG my ass. Alright. So, Chopper, you easily bust through this lock. And you are in a very dimly lit room. It looks to be some kind of cellar. There's a lone candle burning next to the stairs. Off to your left, you see several large barrels. And you see a set next to the candle, you see a set of stairs going up, and you can see just light coming up from under the door as it appears to lead up to somewhere.
What's in the barrels? Is it mead?
The barrels are stamped with 2 dates, and that is it. It looks like on the first barrel it's a couple months away. Well, basically, the 3 of the barrels are aging, and the 4th barrel is tapped. When I say barrels, these are big barrels. Kind of like you guys haven't hauled the ship. As for what it is in them, yes, it is mead.
Yeah.
I'm headed back over there. Figure I'm gonna get off before the internet pisses.
That's fair.
Seems like glitches out.
Now we need to get Ben so he can sneak his way up there and tell us where this is.
Next.
Ben pops open the one that leads to the City of Brass and sticks his hands up in to heat them back up. They're still cold.
Well, now they're gonna be toasty.
Well, that's the hope.
Careful that your fur doesn't catch fire.
They'll be fine. Alright. Let me go find out what's up top.
Alright. So you sneak your ways up the stairs, and there is a shut door.
Locked or just shut?
Just shut.
I open the door and walk through.
Okay, so with stealth, I have a question. He's opening a door and he's walking through. Off to his left is a very tired looking goblin sitting behind a bar. When he goes through the door, is the goblin gonna see him?
Well, is he trying to open the door quietly, or is he just opening the door?
Well, I'm gonna sneak through. I'm not just gonna
Okay.
walk in like I own the place. Actually, how dumb are goblins?
Don't try and do it.
We'll assume with the 16 you are able to open the door quietly. So the goblin does not notice you.
That's a 26.
Okay, with the 26.
Yeah, remember, he has advantage.
Oh, fuck his advantage. Yes, with the 26, the goblin does not notice the door open and shut.
Nah, screw him, leaving it open.
What was that? You just leave
I
it
said,
open?
screw him. I'm just gonna leave it open. That way, if I need to, I can just leave.
Okay.
I just want to put this out there. I thought he said he was going to ask the goblin, how late are you open?
No.
I mean, it'd be a valid question. It
It
looks
would
like a
be-
tavern.
What is a tavern? Off to the left, there is a counter with the goblin sitting on a stool. He's got his head down. He's just kind of looking at the door. And
So
then
yeah, he could absolutely ask him how late he open.
there are two sets of 2 tables off on the other side of the room, surrounded by chairs. Off to the far side of the room, you can see a staircase going up to another level. And behind the bar is a door leading off to another room.
I'm robbing everybody in the room.
There is no customers right now. It's just this one goblin. So,
No, did
Um,
did he stutter?
well, I guess not. The goblin is carrying 3 gold.
Nice.
Fucking klepto.
Fuck you. What's behind the counter?
Behind the
He can't help
counter
it though.
are
He's a rat.
bottles of various ales and other alcoholic beverages.
I'm gonna start stuffing my pockets.
How many? Okay, so these are very large bottles. How big are your pockets?
Okay, then I'm grabbing 2 bottles, going back to the chest, hopping in, handing the bottles to Uthix, and asking him for a bag of holding.
This is gonna be one poor confused goblin later on in the night.
Yeah, about that. Uthix never had a bag of holding.
Ben turns to Olander. Bag of holding.
I have bad news for you.
Ben turns to Squiggles. Bag of holding.
Why do you need my bag of holding anyway? Well, if I had one.
Mine's got the sun in it.
I was like,
Okay, but I'm trying to ask what he's feeling.
Did you not see what I just handed Uthix?
No, I did not.
Oh. Alcohol.
Why are you stealing alcohol?
To keep the dwarf happy.
Because we're running low.
He's a smart one.
We have alcohol on the boat.
Fine,
Puts the alcohol in the basket or it gets the hose.
But what if this is better alcohol?
Agreed.
I lean over to Uthix and whisper,
Uthix.
set the bottles down, be ready to catch a barrel.
Boss, that barrel's not gonna fit through that chest, but okay.
Hmm.
These are big barrels, man.
Hmm.
So Uthix is going to pop one of these bottles open and try it. Don't know if it's any good.
Ben.
Huh?
Did you figure out where the other side of the door is?
Uh-huh. The tavern.
Chopper.
Where?
Hmm.
That's kind of important.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I'll be back.
You.
It's completely fitting for his character, though. Got distracted, stole some shit, came back, asked for help stealing some more shit, and then like, and did you figure out the thing you were there to figure out? Oh yeah, I'll be back.
Chopper, it is Red Fang whiskey.
Pretty sure it's gone now.
It's cinnamon. It's very spicy.
Damn,
I
now
believe
I'm gonna
his next
pop
question
open that
is...
bottle of dragon's breath I got.
Does it taste good? I believe is his next question.
It does. I assume it does for him. He likes. I mean, he liked the dragon breath, the alcohol he got previously.
I have dragon's breath alcohol over there in the kitchen.
I thought
Bottle
you
of
also
dragon's
had some
breath
in
mead.
game, or was that the other campaign?
I think it was this campaign too.
No, literally had you burping fire. All right, Ben makes his way back up.
Ben goes to the front door,
Okay.
pops it open just a little bit,
Okay.
and looks outside.
All right. He sees a path going off into the woods.
Ben has a brilliant idea. He walks outside, takes his hood off,
Genius.
and walks in.
All right. Well, while you're outside, you do see a sign on the door as well.
Is it in a goblin?
No, it's wrote in common in big bronze and golden letters on the wooden door. It says Benny's.
What?
It says Benny's.
Benny's like, wait a minute.
Ben walks in and is like, this is weird.
Oh my god, a customer! I told him I'd get a customer out here. I knew it. Come in, come in, come in, come in. Come sit at the bar.
Okay.
Welcome to Benny's. I'm Ben. This
Nice
goblin
to meet
looks
you.
wide awake now. Please make yourself comfy. First drinks on the house. What do you want?
Dragon Fang whiskey.
Sure, right away. Hey. 1 moment. I swore we He opens up, like, it's like a shelf underneath. He pulls out another bottle. He's like, right away. As he pours you a rather large stein of the whiskey. There you are, on the house. Sorry.
Why, thank you.
You're the first customer I've had in 6 months.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm hopeful business will pick up.
Where exactly are we?
Well, you should know you walked here, didn't you?
I got lost in the woods and ended up here.
Oh, interesting. Well, have you heard of the Jungle of Dread?
Um.
What about the embattled hills from the Dwarven War?
Yes, actually.
Oh, we're about right between them. Little west of Terramore.
Alright. So, you said I'm your first customer in 6 months.
Yeah, business has been a little slow. But like I said, I'm hopeful.
How's your, reserves looking?
Oh, we keep everything well stocked. Everything's well aged too, I'll be honest with you.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason I'm here is because there's a very specific chest that I tracked to this location.
There's a lot of old junk downstairs from when we bought the place. Could it be one of the items you're referring to?
Possibly. May I go down and look?
Yeah, of course. Just no tampering with the barrels, of course.
Of course not. As I go down and shoot Olander back in the chest.
You open the door and Olander's just waiting to knock. Well, I didn't want to interrupt.
Hey! How'd you get down there?
There's a chest down there. I was worried he had gotten into trouble, so I was coming looking for him.
Oh yeah, he just walked through the front door not that long ago. We were worried he's looking for a chest. Now how... Is this the same chest?
Yes it is.
Well, I'm here, and this looks like a tavern. I'm going to get something to eat.
Oh, definitely. Customers? Are there more customers?
Maybe. One moment.
Can we move the chest out of the basement? I don't like the idea of people walking out into my basement. That's a little weird.
That is fair. I'm gonna bring the chest upstairs and just set it down and yell down, "Hey, you guys want food?"
Kaido will emerge from the chest.
Squiggles is gonna bring
out.
his whole fucking little mini militia with him.
We're adventurers, if you hadn't guessed.
Adventurers that live in a chest. This is wonderful.
Well, we live on a boat that's connected to it. It's a very long story. It's weird. But I'm more worried about food.
A bard plays the pan flute. He just starts clapping.
We'll have
I'm
this place
surprised
filled
he's
again
not
before you know it.
shocked to see walking automatons and a miniature guard and a full fucking guard drake.
Yeah, but that's
Climb out
not
of a
playing
chest.
music. That's not playing music.
Seen a lot of things when you're an old goblin. Everyone upstairs. I mean, up the off the box. Whatever. Everyone come up.
Also, I imagine Uthix feels right at home knowing that he's near where the war took place.
That's why Ben said, yeah, I know where that is.
Well, first drinks on the house. We had a stew on tonight. It's just 5 copper a bowl, and we also have some fresh beef that I can cook up, or perhaps your one. That creature might like it rare, as he points to.
Points to Kaida.
He didn't point to. Yeah, fuck it. Points to Kaida. No.
Well,
actually, he points at Kaida. He points at Kaida.
Well, I don't carry much copper
Not excited
on me,
about
so...
a kobold being here, but you know what? Customers are customers.
Well, I'm not like most kobolds, so don't worry about it. Well, I say
I
that.
don't carry copper,
Still share
so
my
here's 2 gold.
My kin's affinity. Let me pay for this. As Squiggle puts down a platinum piece.
Oh, I think that'll cover everybody multiple times over. Thank you for
Well,
generosity.
Uthik's getting drunk.
Uthix is like, oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure we'll be back.
What to say? Trust me, now that he knows that there's a bar connected to this chest, you're going to have a very frequent customer, I think.
We might actually leave the chest here, so you will have frequent customers.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Customers.
Just...
Actually, we do have an entire ship who get paid quite frequently. Having them know that there's a bar they can access on the fly might... You
Well,
might
we'd
become
have to
very
keep
useful
them-
to us.
We need to keep them out of the workshop, though. I don't want them messing with the stuff we're working on in there.
Just tell them that if they work on it, if they touch it, it'll incinerate them. They don't know any better.
Or I can tell them that if they touch it, we're going to remove
Well,
access to the bar for a month.
That's right. But, yeah, so we might have great use for you, because we do have an entire ship and a crew to maintain, and having access to a bar would be a great boost for their morale.
Especially because they can get drunk.
Well, I mean, I'm always welcoming of new customers.
With the goblin starting to tear up because we're offering him customers.
Yeah, we just, randomly showed up in this tavern and said, hey, you want, a consistent customer base just magically fucking appearing?
They told me I was wrong when I put this place here, but I told them I'd get customers.
And a dwarf that will probably drink his tavern under once a month.
Yeah, I don't imagine this is how you expected to get customers, but customers are customers.
The fortune shines in mysterious places.
I do have to say, if you guys are always going to come through that chest, we might want to put it in a room.
We can move it upstairs.
Yeah, I may just have you guys rent out a room permanently, if that's okay. Because, I'm going to be honest, coming out of the basement was a little weird. And I'm glad your friend came through the front door first.
Understandable. Well, I have...
Ben just kind of side eyes. He's like, yeah.
I'm just going to pull 5 gold pieces out of my pocket and just, how long will this rent out of room?
I'll be honest, I'll give it to you for the whole year.
That works for me. So I'm just going to slide 5 gold over to him.
Rooms, but I mean, if we're just putting a box in there, I mean, it should be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't. So long as it's something that they can walk in and out of.
I mean, occasionally they might want to stay on land for a day or two.
Well, they get paid wages.
I'm sorry, we're not very
They can
close
rent
to
a
the
room
nearest
with
town. This used to be a busier trade route, but that was a while ago.
Our ship workers get paid wages. If they choose to rent a room, they have the option to.
I'll give them a discount.
Fair enough.
It'd be
Anyways,
weird, though, having ship hands this far inland.
Hey, it's customers.
It's customers. But yeah, take the chest upstairs. It's the last room on the left. Or you know what? I got it. See, he takes the chest upstairs. There we are. Last room on the left.
And everybody eat and drink to your heart's content.
Ben's at this point just going to take the free drink he received earlier and pour it into Uthix's and be like, I prefer not to drink. Thank you for it.
Yeah, more for me.
I'm just gonna hand mine over to Uthix as well. Just I don't drink either.
Well, what
Yeah,
have
you might want to stock a barrel for him every time he visits.
Well, I have a wagon come through once a month, so I will, with my next order, I'll definitely plan ahead. They should be here in about a week and a half. Sadly, the next shipment, when I get the extra, it won't be for, never mind the details.
So where is this place again?
We're just south of the Jungle of Dread and north of the Embattled Hills. The Embattled Hills, famous battleground where lots of dwarfs sadly lost their lives. As he gives Uthix just a.
I'm just gonna look at him. You may have just made the greatest mistake of this night.
Small nod.
Yeah, they fought bravely. I
And
remember
it's
some
war
of those
story.
battles.
Can you get something strong in a mug with my food, please?
Yeah, of course.
Because this is going to be a long night of him telling war stories.
Do you want our strongest drink on it that we have?
Not the strongest. I prefer to have my wits about me as much as I can.
He's gonna take one drink of that, and he'll be breathing fire for at least one night. I'm a real dragon. Ah!
Here we go. Here, we'll go this route. He hands you a bottle and a cup, and on the bottle it just reads "Pure Spirit." Just
Oh,
go slow, and you'll be all right.
I have a feeling that's something we could use to fuel the old steamship.
So, adventurers? I assume adventurers. Just buy the everything. You guys just everything.
Just
everything
the
screams. Well, he screams military, but everyone else, adventurer.
fact that it's a rat, 2 changelings, a fucking.
I really would have went with the fact that the first thing he said when we got in there was, "We're adventurers," by the way.
It's like, yeah, I literally said we're adventurers. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
That's fair too.
And
Well, everybody, welcome to Venice.
That is going to get confusing quick. I like it.
Ben just kind of like side eyes everyone. He's like,
the little one over here is also named Ben.
Another Ben. But wait, is it short for Benny or is it just Ben?
His full name, I believe, is Ben Dover. Apparently, his parents were assholes. It's quite amusing.
Well, then you guys can refer to me as Benny then, if it will help avoid confusion.
we'll refer to you as Ben because 9 times out of 10 I get referred to as Benny.
Alright, that works too. Whatever's easier for you guys.
I like how we went on a quest to gather these chests, and we're like, wait, let's just leave this one here.
Yeah.
We're usually in need of the bend over.
I mean,
John hasn't said anything in like an hour and just randomly popped up with that.
We discovered a bar.
Squiggles is gonna look at
Every dwarf's
Benny,
dream.
the barkeep, and he's just gonna detach his prosthetic arm and set it on the table.
Interesting.
That's rude. Weren't you ever told to keep your elbows off the table?
I don't like it, but it's cool. I mean, the arm is cool. The fact that you're missing an arm is... Well, I mean, no disrespect. It's cool,
Explosives.
but it's
I mean,
weird.
knowing him, he might have done it on purpose, to be frank. But
Explosives would do that. I could see that. Yeah, explosives took out my uncle. Wait
Explosives
a second.
took
You
out
didn't
my
know
arm.
my uncle, did you?
And a lot of people. No.
No?
I
Just checking, 'cause
am.
He was exploded.
I might have known the part of him that landed near me. Is that joke in poor taste? I honestly can't tell anymore.
I will say that I tend to keep a decent reputation about me. I am part of a guild.
We're all guild members and adventurers.
When's the last time you had adventurers come out this way?
It's been about 6 months.
So your last customers were adventurers as well?
Yes, yeah, they were going down to the embattled hills looking for a treasure. Something about a dwarf dying on the battlefield and this big old thing, and I told them good luck.
Do you happen to know if they succeeded in getting that treasure?
Well, they never returned here. So I give it, like 90-10 that they're probably dead.
Well, gentlemen, I might have a new heading for us. Thanks to our wonderful new bar. You have been exceptionally useful. I appreciate you.
From one treasure into another.
I will warn you, the embattled hills, very nasty place.
We have a former resident of the unbattled hills right here with us.
Are you opposed to spiders, by the way? Can I bring my pet?
Well,
She's quite large, well trained.
Spiders. It's not going to eat me, right?
No, she's well trained.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care.
I'm just going to go to the ship. Are you a halfling?
I'm not a halfling. I'm a goblin.
I fed her a halfling that tried to kill us once, and now the halfling that works with us is terrified of her.
I feed a halfling to my spider one time.
I will ask you this because our halfling is a bit weird. What's your deal with undead?
I haven't met one I don't like. But I haven't met any either, so I mean it's a toss-up.
That was going to be my next
they're
question.
entirely. They only do what he tells them to do.
Okay. Is
he? I'm just walking back in holding Shelob.
Is he an asshole?
Then again, we don't even know what. Yes, he is an asshole.
Well,
yes,
it's going to be touch and go. As long
I'm not going to lie to the man. Our friend is an asshole.
As long as he does not blow up my establishment.
Well, if he does, we'll be sure to have him pay for
rob my establishment, we'll be just fine.
As Ben just sits there, not even batting an eye.
At this point, Benny pours himself a drink and says, "It's so nice to have customers. Cheers to everyone."
Cheers. Then I'm just sitting there scratching Shelob's head.
That's a beautiful spider. Don't let it eat me.
She won't. She's well behaved. I might occasionally send her out here to hunt in the woods if we ever run low on mice on the boat.
There are plenty of woods in the area.
As Ben just kind of looks at you, is like,
"Not you, not you, the ones who damage the food stores."
You're a rat. Those are mice.
No, those are probably rats.
I was going to say, if they're on a ship, they're probably rats.
Well, listen, if you can keep them from damaging our food supplies, I won't have her go after them.
Well, okay.
Well, that doesn't mean invite them here, though, because I keep this place pretty rat-free. I mean, the little ones, not you, of course.
As Ben just kind of looks at him and he goes, "You're a bit awkward, aren't you?"
I don't know what you're talking about. I used to have tons of friends.
Name 5.
Oh, well,
Ben!
Let's see.
Don't worry, he didn't have many friends either. They're all dead.
Oh, so are a lot of mine, unfortunately.
I'm just gonna pull a mushroom out of my bag and go, "Ben, catch!"
As Ben catches it and looks at it.
That's
the goblin. Looks back at the mushroom and is like, "Halves?"
Don't eat that.
I'll take your friend's advice and not eat it.
I mean, it won't kill you, however. You might... Well, it'll be an experience, to say the least.
Okay, no, I'm fine with just my drink.
Then Ben had the realization, I Never tried it mixed with alcohol.
Oh no.
Funnily enough, neither have
Oh.
most people I've fed it to. So I'm going to write down the results. Just pull out a small notebook. Well, go on. I'll be putting him outside after this. Last time he chewed a hole in a boat.
Oh, well, you know,
It was weird.
You guys are quite the bunch. And he thought
I'm
I
a
was weird.
recent. I'm a
It was
recent
a experience.
Ben's only getting half of the mushroom, and then be like, Uthix, I'm going to borrow this. And takes a big swig of alcohol.
But alright then.
And pulls out a shiny gold piece and hands it to Uthix. There, now you can get more.
Well, now I have no idea what's going to happen. Last time he ate the whole thing, which was decidedly a mistake.
Con save?
So
Con
why
save?
do you? Yeah, he
Con
said con save.
Oh no.
It's gonna take a few minutes to set in, but Ben's feeling really, really good about himself right now.
Yeah, you just see his eyes, like, his fucking pupils dilate massively.
The whole room is very colorful. I don't know. Chopper, tell him what mushrooms do. I don't fucking know.
Well, you get this fun little feeling like you're gonna puke, but you can't puke. Don't try taking a drink. You can't take drinks either. That won't work.
Well, about that.
I mean, he's already taken a drink beforehand, but afterwards, you can't take drinks. It literally will not work. Your body will be like, nah. Then the world gets a little wavy. And then you sit there while someone's having a bad trip beside you and trauma dumps on you for the next 4 hours.
Man, I've been in that situation before. That's never fun. It was alcohol related, but still, I got to hear very intense stories. And there was a lot of crying involved.
Squiggle's just gonna ask Benny why he dislikes kobolds.
Well, you don't know? Large species are usually not in great relations.
Is he a gnome?
Well, should tell you how closely I keep to my own species.
Is he a gnome?
No, he's not a gnome.
He's a goblin.
He's a goblin.
Okay, gnomes are the ones that have an extreme hatred and conflict with kobolds.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, the kobold god and the gnome god are the ones that hate each other.
Yeah, they got bad blood in their history.
Maybe it's just a regional thing. I haven't heard any good stories about kobolds.
Well, I don't keep very close to the image of my own kind. They keep thinking I worship dragons. If I have to tell you fucks one more time, I'm gonna hit somebody.
Well, yes, but again, have you not realized we're going to do it just to annoy you? That's why we still call Dave Dave. And do anything involving the bard.
Wait. His name isn't Dave?
Okay, well maybe the dwarf has just had a few too many concussions. However,
I don't think the alcohol helps with his concussions.
it might just be that he's perpetually drunk. That would explain the rather consistent strength.
That would explain why I won that drinking contest so easily.
Oh, and don't mind Zindris, my guard Drake. They don't attack things unless it attacks me.
Well, the forest for the next couple miles out is very safe. I do my hunting there quite frequently, so if you ever want to go hunting, it's pretty quiet. No one's around. Plenty of livestock, game in the area.
Kind of livestock. As Ben just starts to go, never mind. As he's zoned out.
Well, on that note, actually,
wild pigs.
I haven't been hunting in quite some time.
Well,
would you like some wild pig? I think I'm gonna go hunt.
I love cooking wild pig. It's last weeks.
I will return later then, as I'm gonna step out the door for now.
Hey, apparently you've never cooked for a war company. Back in the war, cook a whole pig and it'd be gone in a night.
Here comes the stories.
This poor bartender.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here, and more or less me about a couple weeks. But I can see what you're saying. I mean, if you took 20 people, yeah, I could see it being gone overnight.
As Squiggles is going to take a swig of the pure spirits and then just hope and pray he can survive a night of war stories.
Yeah, 20.
Well, how many are in your company?
I was thinking a company of about 5 in a scouting party, but...
Oh, really?
You ever watch dwarves eat?
I suppose you're right. They are dwarves.
There's a reason we told you to save a full barrel of mead for him every time he comes here.
I might just get him a personal one on tap.
There's a reason.
Well,
it'll be gone.
Well, that would work perfect.
We've been trying to find a way to keep enough alcohol to sate him.
It'll be worth the investment, but it's going to take like a month and a half to get here.
Well, that sounds worth the wait.
I mean, we currently have 2 weeks of waiting.
2 weeks is when I get my next shipment, but I didn't order that much. I mean, I haven't had customers.
I mean, we'll be popping in regularly whenever we're out on adventures.
I like
that is if we're on our boat.
Well, it's pretty quiet around here, so feel free to come and go. Olander.
Yep.
Do I go ahead and make a roll for hunting?
Hi.
Hold on. Well, it's very good news and a little bit of just a hair of bad news.
All right.
You found one of the biggest boars in the area. Well, wild pig boar, close enough. You're able to down it perfectly. The problem comes when you try to move it. It weighs about 600 pounds.
Well, I know just the thing for this. Is I'm going to have Shelob basically set up a... I'm basically going to have Shelob watch it, and then I'm going to navigate my way back to the tavern, tap Uthix on the shoulder, and inform him that I need his help to move an approximately 600-pound boar.
Alright, but do I get to bring my drink?
I mean, I don't see a reason why not. As
All
long as
right.
you bring...
Uthix, one moment. Squiggles is gonna tap is gonna pat Uthix on the shoulder and cast Enhance ability. Bull strength.
I don't even know if that's necessary, but I like it.
Advantage on strength checks and doubles carrying capacity.
It definitely would
All
help.
right.
Uthix can now carry the boar on his shoulders.
So, what is the carrying calculation for 25 strength?
Let me check.
So it's 25 times 15 for carry. It's 25 times 30 for max lift, drag, and something else.
So his maximum would be 750.
So that's now 1,500.
So yeah, he can now easily just pick that thing up and carry the bitch back. It's worth noting, when you look at the boar, it's not arrow marks that killed it. There seems to be a large dent in its forehead.
Man, you can't make... You might have ruined making hoghead cheese.
Well, I'm not very proficient with a bow. I am, however, very skilled at dropping in with a club.
Listen, John didn't make the comment.
Yeah, I'm I just got done putting a bunch of stuff in the microwave and pulling foil off of shit I didn't catch with. Instead,
Oh.
that's the only reason why I'm slacking.
He mentioned the boar he killed had a big dent in its head, and Kaiser said something about boarhead cheese or something like that, and I was like, what about head cheese? Or hoghead cheese?
Head cheese?
Yeah, head cheese.
Sounds like somebody needs to shower better.
No, it's like getting a blowjob from a chick in Wisconsin.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Well, you're maybe kidding, but you are correct.
Yeah, but Uthix would have no trouble, especially with the buff carrying the boar.
Uthix just wanders back into the tavern, and I spoke up about him. We brought you boar. We would take some of it with us, but I don't think we could fit it through the chest.
As it doesn't fit through the front door.
Ah.
There's a door around back. It's a double door for bringing in stuff.
All right.
We call it the back door.
Yeah.
You gotta be really, 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 really intimately well known in order to enter through the back door. The hallowed entrance.
Or a sweet talker.
Or a sweet talker. Or just have a bunch of spit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I can see John's back.
Anyway, moving forward quickly.
Just bring it on in.
Away.
No, see, you guys are interested in the treasure. It's south of here, possibly.
Well, I appreciate that, Direct. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and skin this and prep it.
No, go right ahead. I'll take the help.
Well, I'm going to begin trying to skin it.
Easy enough. You're able to start the process. At this point, the sun is starting to set where you guys are.
Yeah.
So, are you guys gonna stay here, or are you guys gonna leave for the night after?
No, I think for the night I'll at least be heading back to the ship. However, now that we know that there is some kind of treasure that possibly to be found here, I have a feeling we'll be back.
I gotta warn you though, no adventurers have come back. I don't know what's down there. I'm not going to look.
That's. I can assure you, we are hardier than most adventurers. We've already heard one tale of something that would kill us if we ever tried to venture toward it. And then we killed it.
And we murdered it fairly quickly.
Some kind of weird wraith dragon creature, not sure. It is very dead, but it was already dead, I suppose.
Well, like I said,
Now it's just more dead.
I don't know what's
I
down
could,
there.
I could still punch it. It's fine.
Well, you guys can head out whenever you're ready.
Squiggles is about halfway through a mug of pure spirit by now.
Question: how big are these mugs?
Pretty large. I don't know, like, hold on.
Are they pints?
Yeah, they would be pint mugs.
So Squiggles is probably about to be unconscious.
Let me guess. Con save?
If you feel you need one, right? Because I don't know how fast you've been drinking.
Half a mug of pure spirit?
Yeah, probably.
What is the proof of it?
Now, being called spirit does not mean it's pure spirits. But
Obviously. Which is why I ask.
the proof is probably about 160.
That's flammable.
Well, it's definitely flammable.
That means it's about 80%.
So, decently strong.
It's a clear distilled.
Like the stuff we got in the kitchen.
Either way, Squiggles, you do save, but you're feeling really good about yourself.
Yeah, he's gonna set the mug down, put the cork back in the bottle, and go, well, we're going adventuring. I am probably going to leave my companions here because I am way too inebriated to be commanding them right now.
Oh, there's a rug over there in the corner they can lay on. I don't mind.
2 of them are mechanical.
Oh. Well, I'm sure the rug's better than the floor still, right?
Sure. All 3 of you go lay on the rug while we're gone. Let's just hope I can shoot straight.
As Ben's just kind of like sitting there. A little bit of drool coming out of his mouth.
Well,
I'm just gonna go pick Ben up and like stick him under my arm. All right, I'll be taking him back now.
Maybe you guys should head out in the morning.
No, I was about to suggest that.
Okay.
These guys are looking a little worse for the wear.
Oh yes, I'm not taking them to adventure out tonight. However, I don't want Ben trying to chew a hole in your floor.
Oh, thank you. But don't let him chew a hole in your boat.
No, I'm going to stick him in the crow's nest.
That's true. We probably shouldn't let him on the boat.
Well, if he chews through the crow's nest, all we have to worry about is thud.
I mean, if you keep him from chewing it, there's rooms, but I prefer he not eating it.
We haven't gotten a rat-proof muzzle yet. Don't worry about it. And Squiggles is gonna get his companions and go back through the chest into the ship.
I'm just gonna carry Ben and go stick him in
Wait,
one of the
but why aren't
hammocks.
you going to leave your companions there?
Well, if we're not going adventuring, he's not gonna leave them there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a thing best done in the morning when everybody's
Now, when you guys
Not
get
not
back out,
inebriated.
it's honestly right around noon. Sometime in the sky.
So that area is on about the opposite side of the
God
very
damn, how
least.
early did we start?
I assume you guys started in the morning from the way things were going.
I mean, I know Benny spent at least a couple of hours chipping open a safe.
Yeah. Oh, true. Okay, so it'd be later than the noon. Let's say like probably 5 or 6-ish.
Like, none of us really strike me as the 6 a.m. risers, so,
How's 5 or 6 sound? Either way, it's still daylight where you guys are with at least a few hours before sundown.
Hey, Uthix.
yes.
You wanna crack open those last 2 doors?
You know, I heard you say crack open those last 2, and I got really excited, and then you said doors.
Bad, you can crack open the last 2 bottles that Ben gave you as well.
There's only one
Alright.
bottle left. He drank the other one already.
So we robbed this guy. And then he gave us drinks for free.
We didn't rob him.
Not for free.
I mean, overall, he did make
The
more.
first drink
And we
was
don't
for free.
Yeah, he
we
did give
don't
you
know
guys
about
first set
Ben
drinks for
robbing
free.
him.
It was the food
We
you
didn't
charged
rob
you
him.
guys for.
Benny
I
robbed
mean,
him.
Squiggle gave him a platinum piece.
And yeah,
I gave him
he's
5
been
gold.
handed a whole platinum, which makes up for literally everything that Benny stole and then some.
Yep, and I
Pretty
got
much.
he also got 5 gold from me to rent out that room.
This is the first profit he's had in 6 months. He's happy.
And he's probably going to have more. Because we are now going to be able to inform the people working on our boat that if you go through this area, do not touch anything in the workshop. Simply walk along this path. You have access to a bar whenever you're off shift. However, how you behave in there reflects us, and as we are friends with the owner, if you do anything that upsets him, we're just banning your ass from the bar for a while.
All right. Hope you guys like Benny's. Our last door we might actually do next week. Part of you guys have probably already figured out why. I said I think we should do the next door next week. Well,
Yeah.
the week after next. Just because I think you guys all know what's behind the next door.
Dragon!
No, it's not a dragon.
I have no idea what's behind the next door.
Chopper, you want to make an assumption what's behind the last door?
It's a hoe.
From a certain point of view, sure.
Wait, that's what's in that box.
You guys are more likely to run into combat with this last door. And
Well,
I don't want to start it when we're, we might not have enough time to finish it.
Well, if we're gonna call the session here, I'm gonna pop out.
How long have we been going? Yeah, we might just have a little bit of an early leave out tonight, guys.
I do have to go back to work for the first time in a week tomorrow.
How long have we been playing for, guys?
Almost 4 hours.
3.5. Yep, we're gonna call it here because your next session will be with the opening of the final door, and this one's a doozy. But I had a lot of fun with Benny's. Oh my god. Benny's
we decided would be...
a little crazy, by the way. If you guys didn't pick up on that, he hasn't talked to anyone but himself for 6 months. And once a month he talks to the shop, the cart guy who drives the cart. But
You know the not everybody may know this reference, but I know at least a handful will. You know the goblins in Daenerys? I know Chopper does.
Yeah.
The goblins in Daenerys but the ones way out at Steamwheel Port, where they're kind of isolated, and there's maybe 2 or 3 of them. That's what I keep thinking of when you are talking about this one being isolated and being a little bit fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I think those ones out there in the desert are a little fucking crazy too.
It's funny
so it was cool because I kept visualizing those as you were. So it was great theater of the mind.
See, it's funny to me because Allender can probably relate very well to that. I also love that we found a goblin running a bar and we're like, hey, you're going to be extremely useful to us.
More than you could ever know.
Sorry, I was trying to think of a name for a tavern the other day, and I'm like, you know what would be funny? Benny's.
Yeah, I like it.
Sorry, Quaid. Stole your name.
Yeah.
In other news, Broncos has been very busy on 7 days.
Nice.
We also now have a chem station and 4 cement mixers.
So, next week we are having the tournament. I think most of you guys are attending, from what I know.
I will be there.
We need to fix my character, don't we?
Yeah, we need to change out an item on you. Honestly, if you want advice on items, there's a couple people you can talk to.
Chopper, you want to run a mock battle?
Apparently, it's
well,
not
the
me.
other option was that shield, wasn't it?
The +2 shield, you could do that.
Yes. That was the other item.
That's not a bad idea.
Because that's what I originally wanted, and you said, try this. And then you realized, I can't try that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I made a mistake.
Were they the same price or different price? So it really doesn't matter.
They both count as rare, I believe.
Okay. Balik. I forgot I named my thing that.
Are you guys gonna go and battle each other on the other